What's going on, everybody? Cali Death Podcast back once again, episode 62. I'm here with my resident homies, as always. By the way, I never really introduced myself. I'm Anthony, by the way. These guys are my resident homies, Joel, Joseph, and Casey. Joseph's back. What up, dude? Fucking traveled hardcore to get back home. He's here. What up?
Shout
the
out.
Professor is back again. And yeah, dude, thank you for coming and hang out with us on Friday again. And you know, if you're new to this, we just talk to cool people about music and life and all that other shit. So hang out and fucking grab a beer and kick it with us, dude. And thanks to all the longtime subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, hit that button for us, dude. It helps out a lot, dudes and chicks. But yeah, before we get into this real quick, I got another plug. Same as last week, only in Anthony Traffany fashion. I fucked it up last week. You know, I always, if you got your bingo card, Anthony mispronounces something that was right in the beginning of the podcast last episode. But Battle Forged Coffee, that's our homies in Deeds of Flesh, Jacoby, Ivan, and Mike. They're launching January 11th. The website's open right now, battleforgedcoffee.com. You can go there and order right now, but officially they're launching January 11th. Be super awesome if you guys can help support a new company from our friends, you know, that from the fucking pioneers of the shit, basically. And I've been telling them, I've been telling everybody that I've been drinking it, and it's fucking great, dude. It really is. I'm like a coffee snob. I do my shit fucking French press. I fucking got it, my own grinder. I do all that shit. I make sure that I do it right. And this is definitely a fucking quality bag of coffee, dude. And so please go check out battleforgedcoffee.com. Go order. You can get 5-pound bags of beans. That's probably what I'm gonna do, dude, because I grind my shit at home. So, but yeah, hit them up. They got swag. They got other shit too. I think K-cups you can order. Just hit it up, dude. Battleforged.com, dude. Not barrelforged.com. Battleforged.com. All right. Through that. Yes, I did it. Today we got a special guest. A couple of our my resident homies and bandmates have toured with this guy. His band's super sick. Whitechapel. His older brother's Fred Savage. This is Ben Savage. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's good to talk to you guys.
I couldn't help but fucking make it. I actually wanted to make a better joke than I just did, but at least I still said that. So
I'm sure he's never heard it too.
Never. Macho Man Fred Savage.
Like being kidnapped in Little Monsters, dude.
I don't know.
What? Nobody got that reference.
No, I remember that. That's an old. I thought so. I actually randomly like searched just to like look up, because before episodes I'll be like Ben Savage. Like I randomly looked up and it like came up with all. I thought his name was Ben Savage. Is it Fred Savage?
Well, Fred Savage is the older brother. Ben Savage is Boy Meets World.
Oh, that's what I was seeing. Okay.
So, yeah, dude. So thanks so much, Ben, for being with us, dude. I mean, your band is super sick. I've listened to you guys for a long time. I actually met a couple of you guys way back in the day. Nobody probably remembers me. Joel introduced me to you guys. And, but yeah, I've always been a fan of your band. You know, that you guys have always been on my radar. And the fact that you guys did, the Decrepit Birth tours and toured with other homies of mine and stuff too. I just, you know, I'm interested in you and your band and your upbringing. And so
cool.
Before we get to it, you got anything you want to plug? I mean, you guys just put out an album, a month ago or so?
Yeah, new album, Kin. Came out November 1st. And so we waited on it for about a year, but it's been done since like January 2021. So it's just with everything that's gone on, it took that long to release. But yeah,
do you think that's
it's out and about.
Was that like a strategy? Because I was thinking like, because it was, pandemic is obviously a new thing for people to deal with. Was it like that people are going to be listening to more music at home to like release it earlier, or is it just because, you guys are like a hardcore, constantly touring band? It probably makes more sense to reach like, basically when things open up to release it.
Yeah, it was just a myriad of things that came about. I mean, it was just the artwork was painted and it had to be complete. And it took a couple months for that, and then pressing plants were backed up, and then just we just wanted to wait, I guess, just because we didn't know when we were going to tour again. So
yeah. Did your is it wife or fiance?
Wife, yeah.
So your
Jillian
wife,
painted
she painted
it.
it, right? Okay. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, she killed it. She's like scholared in it, and so she knew how to accomplish it.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I love, sourcing from the closest to, because the closest people to you are really going to like get something to as close of your vision because they know you more than anybody else, So if they kind of know the language that you guys speak as, this is what we want. And then she knows how to like translate that the best, versus, or not the best, but like, better than most other artists that wouldn't even know you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you guys have dealt with it, being in your bands, like just waiting on that email to come in with the artwork.
Yeah.
And then you see it, and you got like notes, and you're like, ugh.
Oh man, it's the most stressful thing. Like, it's like, cause you got to rely on someone else, and you got to trust him to, bring your musical vision, make it the best it can be, and visually. And, sometimes it comes back and you're just like, oh God,
It's happened to every single album I've done.
Yeah. Just, oh God, what have we done? And then there's like a deadline, and then it's like, you just try to salvage it by, okay, maybe if you do this and this, I could live with myself. But yeah, so it was cool, just she's like literally painted it right beside me. So I was just able to,
put your 2 cents in whenever you could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, dude. And so I'm glad to hear about the new album, and we are going to get to that. But the format of the show is we want our guests to take us back as far as they can go in their memory. Take me back to childhood. And when music clicked with you, like it wasn't just something else. It was like, oh, I'm being drawn towards this, and whatever age that happened, how long did it take before you to pick up an instrument, all that stuff, dude, who fed you music, all that shit. We love it all.
Okay. Well, my dad was a gymnastics coach in Knoxville, Tennessee, and him and my mom are both gymnastics coaches, and they owned a gym there. And I was basically just like always in the gym, like always running around, and like since I was a baby, like.
Do you still do it today?
No. I mean, I can do a handstand, and
yeah.
If I try a backflip, like, I don't know, I'm not like, I like 5 years ago, I could do a good backflip, but like I wouldn't do it anymore. It might like jolt. Like I've done it recently, and it like jolted my blood, and it felt like I was shit. I don't know. It was like when I landed, I don't know. It's like, it's just getting older.
Yeah.
It's weird. But yeah, the older gym guys, there's always like older guys in the gym, and they were the cool guys, and they would like listen to like music over the stereo of the gym, like remember Rage Against the Machine, heard Bomb Track over like the gym speakers, and I was like, what the hell is this? Yeah. And then what they listened to, and my dad was kind of influenced by like what they listened to too, and he would like buy like CDs of like Tool, or not CDs, but cassettes, like Tool. And
your dad would buy the Tool tapes?
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, I'd Enema on cassette, and we'd like drive to a gymnastics practice, and we just listen to the tape of Enema. Yeah. And Eulogy was always my favorite song because it had that like and then it it just had cool sounds to it. And as a kid, like sounds are just like the coolest thing. It's like, whoa, that's weird. And so they listened to I know like corn a lot too, like at the gym.
How old are you at this time, though?
10.
Okay.
9 or 10.
Very, very influential age. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they were, yeah. So like the older guys in the gym really influenced me. And, you know, my mom, she played guitar. So she showed me like my first chords whenever we got my guitar. She showed me like an A major, you know, you'd kind of like finger it like that and do that.
Sweet,
And then, you know, my uncle, he plays guitar. So he went to go stay at his house, and he whipped out his electric. That was the first time I saw like an electric guitar in like the flesh, like with an amp, because he had like a crate tube amp, like with like a separate speaker, or it might have been a solid state. I don't even know. But then it had like, you know, that cab, and I was like, whoa, that's heavy duty. And he started playing like Ted Nugent Stranglehold on it, and you know, I remember Sweet Child of Mine, you know, he whipped that out, and I was like, saw his fingers doing that thing, you know, that Sweet Child of Mine stuff, and I was like, that's, you know, it sounded like magic.
Right.
So it made me want to, you know, pick up guitar. And
so were you just playing your mom's guitars until you finally, when's the time that you said, parents, I need a guitar?
Man, I just wanted a guitar because I wanted to, I don't know, just learn. I remember
in high school? Was it pre-high school?
No, I was like 10, 11 years old.
Oh, same around
11
that time.
years
Okay.
old. Yeah, same time. But yeah. Remember I wanted to learn that riff in that Kid Rock song, Ba With the Ba.
Nice.
I wanted to learn that one.
Oh, fuck, dude. I remember eating my cereal before school and just being like, fuck, when is the song over? Because you can't fast forward at the time.
Yeah. I wanted to hear just a heavy riff.
There you go.
I think that was on Now That's What I Call Music 4.
It's on one of those
now?
fucking
Yeah.
Wait, number 4?
For some reason I have that, because I know that I had the version with that song on there.
Wow, that's
and that was like the
amazing,
heavy
dude.
song on the CD.
Dude, it's crazy like how long ago that fucking was. As far as like, I was just talking about on a recent podcast about like how like Nirvana and stuff is like classic rock now. It's like it's on the classic rock stations, and like it's like now we're just before you know it, like, you know, it's fucking you're, you know, in your late 30s. So boom, it's like you're old now. Like fucking now you're your dad telling other people about like, dude, this fucking band back in the day was fucking, you know what I mean? Like it just happens that quickly.
It does.
When did that switch happen? Like, can we pinpoint it, or sneak up on us? The slow creep.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So it's 10, 11, you get the guitar.
Yeah.
Ba With the Ba goes down.
Ba With the Ba goes down.
That was Now 5, actually. Sorry.
It was Now 5. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So you get home from school. That's all you want to do. You're playing Ba With the Ba.
What year was that?
90. I would say 97. 98.
I would say 99.
99.
Joseph,
99.
Professor coming through hard.
2000.
That checks out.
2000.
Okay.
Joel would have won.
So I was like,
Price is Right numbers, dude.
Yeah, so I was like 12. But I'm sure I knew some songs before then. You know, I learned Free Fallin', Tom Petty.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
That's you know, you got that D chord and the D major, and you kind of, you know, just do the pinky. It's a good exercise.
Oh yeah.
And then got guitar lessons, and this guy named Kenny James, and he taught me the blues scale, and and then, you know, we'd always do the lessons like for the first part of the lesson, then at the end he'd teach me like a song I wanted to learn. So I think the song was Welcome to the Jungle. The another one he taught me was Inner Sandman.
Oh yeah.
But and he comes from like a jazz blues background, so he taught me in like this cool like he was playing chords, that that triad, in Inner Sandman, and I never seen that shape before. I remember that was really cool, and yeah, and just learning the power chord, and you could just use the power chord anywhere. And
once you find out the power chord, it's fucking like it's like what the fuck, dude? I can like play like all of a sudden like all the Nirvana songs and all the punk songs are just open to you. It's like you can just do like you can do whatever, you just move it to it. What? And it's, you know what I mean? Like that's like I think pretty much for most metal musicians in general, it's got to be like the biggest step for a guitar player is like once you put that root and fifth together and you just start sliding it around, you're like, dude, this is, and then like I would start forming opinions like, all right, well, like these bands only use that. Well, fuck them. You know what I mean? I started being like,
Why don't you use that pinky a little bit? Why don't you pivot?
Exactly. Yeah, you start like finding out who's like, because people would always make fun of bands before I started playing guitar. They'd be like, oh, that band's just a 4-chord, blah blah. And I was like, I don't even know what that means. The song's good, so and then you start learning it. Like, oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah, then you start growing, getting opinions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you had a guitar at this time. So did you actually when you were learning fucking ba with the ba, did you have like a Strat Squire or what did you have?
I had a Yamaha Pacifica.
Oh, nice.
That my dad's friend's son sold me.
A Pacifico or Pacifica?
Pacifica.
Oh, nice, Pacifica. Dude. That's my hometown, dude. That's where I'm at right now, Pacifica, California.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was probably born here, dude. Right on the beach next to Taco Bell, dude.
It was a nice tobacco sunburst body, so it was probably like influenced by the sweet sunrise.
Taco Bell sunburst, did you say?
Taco Bell sunburst.
There's also a Chrysler Pacifica. So if you were playing a Yamaha Pacifica in a Chrysler Pacifica while driving on Highway 1 in Pacifica, dude, you'd be the sickest motherfucker ever, dude.
Oh my god, that'd be Inception. That's a meme right there. You're just
in Pacifica that we were making the Taco Bell jokes because they literally have like the nicest Taco Bell,
most famous Taco Bell in the world is right down the street from me.
It's on the beach in like one of the nicest beaches. Looks like fucking Hawaii there, and the only building there is a fucking Taco Bell.
Still the same fucking.
And they won't give it up. They're
like,
fuck, like we got it. This is our spot.
They're like, dude, we serve beers, dude. It's fucking. It's better, dude. It's better. And then you go there, and it's the same old shitty fucking food, dude.
Same old god.
But at least you look out the window and you're like, there's the cold ass ocean that I can't go swim in right now because it's too fucking freezing.
Wonder if they have any like fire sauce drinks or a fireball fire sauce shot.
Dude, a Diablo drink, dude. Like fucking well, you know how they add like chili and stuff to like drinks and candy and shit in Mexico. So
yeah,
it doesn't make it makes sense. I've had a habanero margarita that was actually like spicy. Like you're like, oh shit, dude, this is crazy. Okay, so let's get it. Let's move it from there, dude. So like you get that guitar and or are we already past what I'm about to ask right now? We'll figure it out. But yeah, dude, so that's your first guitar and you got everybody feeding you music, you got people teaching you songs, mom, uncle.
Yeah.
So the balls it snowballs from there then.
It snowballs from there. Yeah, just keep playing songs and learning songs, and then when I went to a magnet school in middle school, so it was like it wasn't my necessarily sanctioned school, like where that was like down the street from me. It was a school that had like other classes like orchestra and like I guess band where you could actually play guitar, and that's what like interested me in that. So
that sounds like definitely a Tennessee thing, because like Tennessee's like the music kind of capital of the world. It's like doesn't seem like it. And like I've heard about it like overseas and stuff, like with like in Europe and stuff, but I've never seen that like in America really.
Yeah, I mean a bunch of cities have it. Just magnet schools are usually like in more inner city areas. But the school is just expanded with like more classes to like bring different people in, from all over the city. So I tried out for the jazz band, and I played like Stairway to Heaven as a tryout, and I got in, and that's where I met the guys that eventually formed my first band called Psychotic Behavior.
Psychotic Behavior. All right.
Nice. Is there any demos or anything out of that?
Yeah, there's like a live video on YouTube, and there might be, I don't know if our Pure Volume website's still up or
Pure Volume. Holy shit.
But there might be some songs on YouTube. But we were, we did a bunch. I mean,
was that covers
or for like 6
originals?
Years.
Originals?
We started doing covers because our drummer Nija, he every time we take a break from like playing the jazz band stuff, like we would just do like songs like Big Bad Bill, and I mean just like simple like little songs like just stuff that's like da 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 da. And, it's getting a whole classroom of kids to play that in unison.
It's like big band style, or what would that be?
Yeah, because we had trombones, trumpets, and stuff, and drums. And Nija, Psychotic Behavior's drummer, like in between practices, or like a group band practice, he would jump on the drum set. He would kick Kyle off the drum set. He's a little scrawny guy, so it was like easier to kick off the drum set.
Move out of the way.
And then we play. We just do like a faster version of "Smells Like Teen Spirit." And Nija was like, he stood out because he did this thing like with the toms, the low toms. He would just be super fast. He'd go, and then he'd go and hit the snare like fast. He'd go, and he'd do that, and that was impressive. Like his hands could move that fast. And go to find out like later, like he's actually the son of Samurai Celestial, which is he played drums in Sun Ra. In the 80s.
Oh, wow.
Samurai Celestial played drums in Sun Ra in the 80s. But he died whenever Nija was really young. But Nija always had this great musical ability that was just kind of in him. And he's definitely, like, knowing him helped me get better, like, as a musician. Just really, like, he just was real well-rounded in, like theory and or just like understanding feel and like all that. And
so you weren't really familiar with that stuff until you met him, the theory and all that stuff.
A little bit like blues and stuff, but like just like kind of writing songs, he kind of helped. Because he would always like write songs, and I never really met anybody my age that wrote songs. So he's
I was just thinking it's like a really good fucking thing for somebody who's new and ambitious, and then to come across somebody like that who shows you, okay, now this is how you can get this far, and then you're like, okay, there's another stepping stone, and we all need people like that, especially at the early stages, So totally. I mean, it just, we're going to get to it, but it shows why you're super talented, so keep going though.
Thanks,
so yeah, for sure, dude. No, I mean, it all makes sense. It all ties in, and I love that. It's like, people need these like things, not need them, but when these things happen throughout the journey of getting to where we are now, like those are big fucking like bonuses along the way to actually meet somebody else who's a little bit further, or not even a little bit further, but just sees it in a different way to show you, push you in a different direction. And then you end up gathering it all together and becoming you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's crazy. Just like these people, it's like, just very, important landmarks, in your life. But that's, I met my friend Louie, who's my best friend through Vine, the magnet school that we all went to. And the reason we joined the magnet school in the first place was because my best friend in elementary school, Andrew Bledsoe, his parents were all about like doing that. And I like going to a different middle school. Because the middle school that we were assigned to go to was just, it was kind of like half the school was in like a trailer park, like in trailer parks in the back of the school, like, the classrooms and stuff. And it was like, there wasn't like any band or really anything there. And he's my best friend. So I wanted to, go wherever he was going. Mm-hmm. And he ended up being the singer of our band. He had a really great singing voice. And his dad was actually the head news editor of the Knoxville News Sentinel. So he like interviewed everybody that came into town. Like he interviewed R. Kelly. Oh shit. He interviewed he's interviewed Michael Akerfelt from Opeth whenever they play. Yeah, and so just going to his house as a kid too, and just seeing like all like, cause he got like free promo CDs from everywhere, and just seeing like his musical room and stuff. It was really cool.
Oh yeah.
He give you access to everything and you just be like, what's this?
Yeah. Just getting all those promotional copy CDs and just, listening to stuff in Andrew's room and playing PS2 time splitters,
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
But time splitters was a video game, by the way.
Yeah. It was the one with the little pedal that you had to, that was the pedal one where you had to like turn the corner.
You kids that don't know what a PS2 is.
Yeah.
PS2, that's fucking way back, dude. It really is now that you think about it. Mm-hmm. Even getting an original PlayStation, like
I got it like when it first came out for Christmas. My grandma, it was pretty funny. Quick story. She like gave me this little train. She's kind of like ripping on. She's actually even quicker story. My grandparents met at the Grand Ole Opry. That's where they actually, even why I'm even here. My grandfather played piano.
Oh yeah, dude, I remember you telling about your grandfather, dude. Yeah,
that's amazing.
So he played with like Dolly Parton and Hank Williams Sr. and like all like he actually was on tour in the 50s, which is fucking insane to me. But
insane.
Yeah, he was just an insane pianist, and she was like a reporter or something she was documenting in a report because back then there was no like recording, it was all live, so she did like the live streams. I don't want to call it a stream back then, but live broadcast.
Yeah.
But
tune in to one radio station tonight.
Oh my god. But I forgot where I was going with the grandma thing. I just got
the Grand Ole Opry.
You got the PS1.
Oh yeah, so my grandma gave me a train. It was I know, Jesus. Give me a train. She's all, do you want the train or the mystery box? And I was like, fuck. She's all, the train has $200 in it. And I was like,
shit, dude.
Back then, $200. This is like PS1 just came out, so it's like this brand new, like, and also you got to think about like inflation. It's also like $500 for the PS1 back then. So that means like it's $1,200 today. Like it's like a $1,200 thing. So like, I'm just going like, fuck. I know she's also super fucking funny and fucks with me a bunch, and like she's like constantly joking around
with this little scenario right here.
So I immediately took the $200. I was like one in the hand, two in the bush thing. I was like one in the hand, two in the bush. She's like, all right, well, I guess I'll just play this thing. And it was a brand new PlayStation. I was like, God, what? I was like, what the fuck? And like there was like one game out for it. It was like super new. It was insane. But
you should have offered her $200 for it, dude.
No, I did. She was fucking with me. She knew $200.
She's like, here, have it all, dude.
Well, as a kid, like if you get a $20 fucking gift or a $20 card from your grandma, you're like good for like as a kid, you don't have any other expenses to pay. You're good for like 3 months.
Dude, that's like,
$20.
that's a shopping spree at Toys R Us back in the
so
fucking early 90s,
10 times that. Like, I was like,
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, so she messed with me. I was like, no, I'm just gonna take it back. And she did the whole thing and like totally like fucked with me for a while, but actually gave it to me. And it was just me in like the side room at her house just for like fucking like 4 days. Like couldn't sleep. It was just like it was literally the only games that were like there was 2 demos to play, and there was like a dinosaur that you could walk around. Like it was like the first like test beta game that they had, and it was just a dinosaur walking around. There was nothing you could do. It just made it roar. And it looked all sick. It wasn't like a fucking like a Mega Man. It was like a real looking dinosaur. So I was like, this is insane. That was
now. If you watch the gameplay of that now and say, just now, you'd be like, dude, that.
Oh yeah. It'd be like it's so like blocky and shit, probably, and looks all like shit. And actually, that was the first generation too of those things. Were like that was the first one to shit out too. So it was like it was $599, and they sold out immediately. But like it was also the first one to like die in 2 months. Like so like you had to like make it so you had to actually turn it upside down to make it work to hold a laser in place or something, because the laser that was reading the disc it started like getting off the rails or something, and you had to put it upside down to play games. And I was like, and they became like $300 like 6 months later, and I was like, fuck dude, I got the expensive shitty one. It's pretty tight. But anyways,
the first run of those things, dude. Yeah, I don't want to keep on going with it, but the first run of most shit is always going to have the bugs in it. It's like the second.
I always wait. Just wait. Yeah. Anyways,
wait for the second rollout. All right.
You learned a lesson, though.
No, I did actually. That actually is a long time lesson. I do that with all electronics or everything in life. It's like I just wait. Like when something comes out that's brand new, I'm like, all right, let's just wait and let's let people test this out for a while and figure it out. And then even with could go guitar equipment like brand new, like the fractal stuff. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. Like it's like Toshin was all showing me the fractal when it just came out. He's just all, dude, the fucking fractal. It's the new wave of what. And he's just all like, he has to like change the sounds like on these little tiny blocks on a screen. I'm like, that looks like a nightmare, dude. I don't want to deal with
that. Oh, I'm sweating. I'm getting nervous.
Yeah, but anyways, that was a lesson.
PlayStation Weeds, dude. So we were on what was it? What was the time splitter game? What is that? Yeah.
So we just listen to music and play video games.
Nice.
And then, so that was in middle school. That's when I first started my first band, Psychotic Behavior. And
how long did that last?
6 years.
Oh wow, dude.
Phil actually, well, we were banned for 3-4 years, just the four of us. And I'd say a big influence was Louis, our bass player's parents, David Thal and Vicky Thal. They had a garage with and they let us jam there. So we actually had a space to go to, and that's very important.
Another key thing
you need a space. So they let us go there and play around, and we do cover songs, like POD, Alive, and but just with like a whole band, and Andrew be singing too. So just kind of simple songs that we could pull off, and then we started writing our own songs. Because then we discovered drop D tuning. And that just changed the game. You could just, play these chords, and all you gotta do is just do a little thing.
Yeah. So was it like
and then do it open, and then open, and
Yeah. Was it like a potluck of ideas, or was there one main guy you maybe for?
No, everyone was doing stuff. Sometimes Niju would come in with a full song. Louis would come in with a riff, and then I would fill in the gaps with just, simple verse, chorus, bridge, chorus stuff. And, then we got better, and we started like adding like a little break between the verse and the chorus, like a little, adding little sections to songs. Mm-hmm. That aren't just like normal pop structures.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was the sweet spot of our band. We started because we had like an era where we, did covers and we kind of wrote simple songs and we wrote, more thought out, simpler songs, but just like with more class. And then we just started writing just like linear songs with like 5 different genres in one, 5-minute song. Mm-hmm. That's when we started going like, it started getting a little too crazy.
Get a little weird and abstract.
Yeah. But Phil, our Whitechapel's vocalist, joined Psychotic Behavior whenever we were like in that middle period writing, cooler
what was
stuff.
What was Phil doing like back then? What was he doing when he joined?
He played guitar. He was the second guitarist. So I was the sole guitarist for like 3 or 4 years. And then so Phil, once we went to high school, we all went to our regular high schools. It wasn't a magnet high school. We just all went back to
public,
regular public high school. And Phil was in this class with Louis, Psychotic Behavior's bass player, and it was called the History of Rock and Roll class. So it was just like, it's a cool little class you could take.
Totally.
So you got 6 periods. That was like one semester, and they
dude,
both
I can't make it, dude. I got to study for my Beatles test, dude.
I know. Yeah. That was cool. I wish I had a history of rock and roll class, but they bonded over, they could both do backflips. Like Phil could do a backflip and Louis could do a backflip. And they both like started, doing backflips in class and, impressing people. And Phil said he played guitar and, Louis like, oh, I got a band. We could,
I can do a backflip too.
I can do a backflip too. Yeah. Then, one thing led to another. Then we started getting into harmonies and we couldn't just do harmonies, just with one guitar. So we needed a second guitarist and we started getting more into like metalcore, like I know Killswitch Engage, Alive or Just Breathing, that album.
Killer record, dude.
That album was big. Yeah, and that had a lot of like harmonies and stuff to it. So we wanted to do that. And so Phil came and tried out. And I remember what impressed me about him was like his really fast with like his fingers. He did this like little like run. It was like, 7th and 8th frets, but it kind of like went up and he went back down. And he could do pinch harmonics really well. Because he loved Cannibal Corpse. Like Cannibal Corpse was his favorite band of all time. I remember Phil was older than us. He was like 3 years older than us. So he had a car.
So he's like a senior when you're a freshman or a junior when you're a freshman?
He's like a senior when we were
okay.
Sophomores.
Okay.
Yeah. So he came and picked me up and I looked through his like CD book and it was just like straight death metal. Like he had Cannibal Corpse's discography, Dying Fetus's discography. He had like Hemdale.
Oh shit. Hemdale.
Mortician.
Deep cuts, dude.
Yeah, he had like Mortician's like discography. He had like Impaled's discography. Impaled was Phil's favorite band.
So yeah, he probably went off of record labels just like because you just mentioned 3 relapse bands, and then I'm sure he had like a whole metal blade. It was just the same thing as me, dude. I went through. You find your record labels that that you can trust to give you like the quality shit, and relapse was that record label for me, dude.
Totally.
Yeah. So it's like Impaled and Hemorrhage, that band.
Oh yeah.
And so I was like, man, some crazy shit. Like I haven't like and Phil would just smoke cigarettes, like and drive and just listen to death metal and like we go to practice. And he tried out and he'd always like when he tried to he'd like play and then he'd like look up and like look around at everybody, like with his eyes, like saying, like if we were like, like, oh shit, this guy is so and just playing something. But I remember his pinch harmonics was really sick. And yeah, I mean, he joined the band, and we actually started playing some shows. The first show was in a friend's party.
So this is still with the other vocalist you were talking about, though. So Phil's just playing guitar right now.
Yeah, okay. He's just doing guitar. Yeah, and then so yeah, we in Psychotic Behavior for, I guess Phil's in the band for like 2 years after Phil joined. And then we kind of broke up because like we just graduated high school, and I guess everyone was, kind of, I mean, life was more like chaotic, I guess, after you graduate high school. It's like hard to keep a band together, when you're that young. You got girlfriends and you don't know what you want to do with your life.
Ambitions and
everyone kind of spreads. Everyone kind of like goes,
I'm moving to here. I'm going to this college. And
Yep.
Yeah. So so we kind of, it fizzled out, and that formed we formed another band. That's when we formed Whitechapel, because we could write songs, because Phil had a friend, Brandon Cagle, who had a house, or no, he didn't have a house, but he lived with his mom, and in this basement he had like a drum set and a Marshall JCM 800, and he had like a computer with PC Drummer on it. And I've never been had like free reign to at a drum machine to write songs before. I've always just been in a room with somebody and done that.
Programming drums is super fun. If you're stoked on it, it's actually super fun, dude.
Yeah, especially when you first discover it, you're like, what the?
I can make a double bass bomb blast right now. Bro, with my mouse.
Bro, I can fire this guy.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, you're not.
Yeah, so we started writing songs, just me, Phil, and Brandon Cagle. Who Brandon Cagle does our sound now. He's our sound guy. But
nice.
But he was the first guitarist next to me in Whitechapel. But he got in a motorcycle wreck, and his arm got fucked up.
That's right. I know. I've met him before. Definitely.
Yeah.
Bummer.
But yeah, so it was fun. We could write songs, record guitars, and Phil could do vocals. So Phil was in Psychotic Behavior, he'd experiment with death metal vocals live. I remember one show we played in Psychotic Behavior. He was he had the guitar like this, and he had the microphone stand down low, so he could power stance and do vocals. And but yeah, he was I could tell he's really passionate person, and he always took it what he did very seriously. So I was kind of drawn to it. That's why I wanted to form a band with him after Psychotic Behavior fell out.
So when did the Psychotic Behavior project dissolve? What year was that?
Probably 2004.
Okay.
2004.
And right out of the wake of that was
maybe 2005, 2004 or 5. Yeah. After the wake of that, we formed a band. I formed a band with Nija and Louis called Focus the Spy, and that was more technical sort of metal.
Mm-hmm. Who would you compare?
At the end of Psychotic Behavior, we were writing just crazy songs. We got really into Between the Buried and Me.
Nice.
And their songs are kind of, were
was it instrumental?
All over the place. No, it was vocals on it.
Okay.
At the end of Psychotic Behavior, yeah, Andrew was still doing vocals, but Andrew didn't like the kind of style we were going in either, because you can't really, he couldn't he didn't want to do all these different styles in one song.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to stick to more just straightforward stuff.
This is my lane. I just want to stay in this lane. Yeah.
yeah, and us, it's just wanting to explore. We did that, and Phil didn't like getting all crazy all over the place either. Like he liked like the death metal stuff where you could stick to a riff and really get into it. Whereas like a lot of the progger stuff, they might hit like a cool section, but they only play it like once, and then they'll go on to something else. But that's the stuff we started like doing. And Nija wrote like a lot of music to it too, and he like already had songs done, so it was like it was like a little room for our own kind of input on it. So, on the music. So it's like, it's just bound to happen, bound to, fizzle out. And then we kind of started projects. Andrew did like his solo stuff. He's like a pianist too. And he sings too. And he's an incredible singer, and his piano playing is beautiful too. So he did that. And then me, Louis, and Nija started Focus the Spy, and then me and Phil did Whitechapel.
So obviously the Jack the Ripper kind of reference with Whitechapel, was that like how did that name? Because it seems like when I first saw it, I was kind of like, huh, but oh yeah, I get it. At the same time, it kind of like had like it caught me like immediately, like, because I mean, I just noticed with you guys, like immediately you guys like fucking just shot up and were just like, you were there. You know what I mean? Like you had all the like kind of stars aligning of like a style and a name that's not like fucking, it's like Prevail the whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not like a normal like a name, it's just kind of like a BAM name. And I like, it actually stuck out to me. I was like, oh, what's this band all about? Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Because we had, so during MySpace times, and like during MySpace, there was like, tons of music coming out, like, all the time. Like there was like, so I heard about Job for a Cowboy and Animosity and Suicide Silence. And then, you could go deeper than that. I remember hearing that band Gut Rot and be like, shit, what the?
Oh yeah. Totally. Totally.
You just, and then, so MySpace, it's like a lot of, once that world came about, you could kind of, see like how you can separate yourself from like others.
Totally. And also network acts. Too. Like
network.
So many people I still am friends with today. It all was MySpace where it started, I came across Odious on MySpace. I was a fan before I was in the band, and
me too.
And
okay.
It was so many other projects or other people in the community that I'm still in touch with today. It started on MySpace. It's
well, like what the cool thing with MySpace that like I remember like with Odious and stuff that was a huge deal was like getting on someone's top 8, dude. Like if you got on like we got on Job for Cowboys top 8. We got on like Cannibal Corpse or Alex Webster, one of the two. I think it's Alex Webster's top 8 was still like had us at the top or something, and we're just like, what the fuck? Like we don't even know you. Like you're like a legend to us, and we have no idea.
Yeah.
And just
that was getting a big deal, dude.
Yeah. Just like we would like go home and just be like, dude, what the fuck? Dude, we're on fucking Alex Webster's top 8. That was like that was the thing. That was the thing though. That was like that was currency back then,
What was
one day we'll have him on the podcast.
Was it the friends list, or was it like who you choose to be like on your?
Well, top it's like
you chose,
but you only see like eight people, so you choose your top 8 that people everybody sees.
I put bands on there because imagine how quickly with that format how many fucking friends were lost. Like you have 8 people that you can choose from. Like you have like Frank and Sam and blah blah, and then like it's like Jeff is just like, dude, what the fuck, dude? Like, like I thought we were top friends, dude.
I thought we were top friends, dude. I'm not
Oh
even
my
in your
God.
top friends.
Friends get demoted and stuff.
Yeah, it's like war. It's
It
like,
is kind of weird.
Lord.
It's
well, why did you move me like that? Why did you move
yesterday,
me that way?
yesterday I was
Yeah.
number 1. Now I'm number 3, dude. What's
And
going
you
on?
have that, like,
dude, it's a conspiracy, dude. They're forcing you to rate your fucking friends. Dude.
yeah, I know. It's like
then
fuck
you have to put
Stacy,
your
dude.
like your current girlfriend has to be like on one, so you have to like.
Oh yeah, you got to
Number
put
one,
girlfriend on.
move
Oh,
the
yeah,
other,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Mom's number 2.
You could
No,
score
I told my
easy
mom
points.
I was like, Mom, we're not doing the top 8. It's like, no.
Yeah, totally, yeah. Just you don't want anything to do with that, Mom.
If they get to a top 10, maybe there's
Especially because of how
2 extra
prevalent
spaces.
how prevalent your mama jokes were back then. Like, I'm not putting my mom up there. Like, it's like fucking easy pickings, anyways.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking proud of my mom, dude. She's number
but I don't
0,
want someone.
dude.
I don't want someone to be
She's
like,
number
oh,
0. She's
I know-
before
I know all the that stuff, but like, I don't want someone to know my mom's name.
Yeah.
Well, back then, dude, if you think about it, wasn't as weird. Well, things are a lot weirder now than it was then.
Yeah.
Perception wise, maybe it was still fucking weird back
It's crazy
then.
that we got to grow up kind of like in our, early 20s to now with this, like, it was a social media era where it was like, all of a sudden it's like we have like these digital friends, and like, like our parents are on there and our grandma's on there and stuff, and like, and Cannibal Corpse is on there and Spawn Possession. It's
and
like,
not to call Joseph out right now, but I'm thinking like, Joseph, so what year were you born?
90. So MySpace was high school for me. So I remember
I
like
can't even imagine high school.
it was like
MySpace.
obligatory. You'd put your girlfriend at 1, and then you'd score points. You'd put all her friends as like 2, 3, 4 or whatever.
Oh, so he knows.
Yeah.
He was there.
No, I
Did that
okay,
shit.
but I'm saying that since that shows that like
Anthony's
it
like,
came
he
to
was
him
born
earlier.
in like 2000.
No, it came to him earlier in life. So like less of the beginning of Joseph's life was experiencing life without that shit.
Oh no, yeah.
No,
I mean,
sure.
for us, like literally, like one thing that like kind of like exploded our high school was some dude somehow got like a bunch of our email addresses and sent a mass email out to everyone. So like, and it was like, oh well, this guy like accidentally like like it was like all these like rumors, all the high school rumors, and he sent them out anonymously to like everyone at the high school, and it was just the talk of the town. Like, it was, like just
Did
through
you
an
make it? Did you make it in there?
No, it wasn't that cool.
Uh,
But there was like, oh, this one guy did this to this girl, and then she said fuck you. I don't know, it's like the dumbest stuff. Like looking back on it, I wish I could actually see that email now, but it was like literally like the whole school. There was like fucking like administrators like going into classes and like pulling people out to talk about it and stuff.
What?
It was almost like on the news how bad it was. Like it was like,
Jesus.
I know now it's like
Wow.
this like full social, like we all have our like avatar social media thing, and we're just like, that in high school, I can't even like, there'd probably been like way more fights probably because people would have been like, oh, you posted this,
Oh, you
motherfucker?
fucking
There was no posting anything back in high school. It was just like word said or like,
yeah.
called.
You laughed at my post, dude. I'm fucking. Let's do this, dude. I was serious about that post.
Oh
dude.
my god, kids nowadays like, oh, you reacted? I don't like your react, dude.
Where did
I like your react.
Yeah.
That must be that's a total
Oh,
trip
man.
now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, man. I saw you like that.
That's
React-
like, you liked his post, or like a girl. You're like, oh, you liked her picture she put up. All right, well, we're done.
Oh.
React nice or
Yeah.
don't react at all, dude. Thumbs up or nothing. Dude.
So when do we get to
Yeah.
talk about tour stories with
Casey's
Oh,
over
yeah.
us, dude. Casey's so over this.
Actually, speaking of
I'm ready,
speaking of tour stories, I mean, so when I first met Ben, we immediately like, I mean, obviously Ben, you're the chillest dude, but like, I remember like you were
Joel
like,
and I know Ben previously.
yeah, from the Suffolk tour.
We did a
Suffocation
tour with
Yeah.
who was all on that tour again? Okay, so
yeah,
it was
it was a Summer Slaughter,
Whitechapel.
right? No,
No, it was
In order was Suffocation, Whitechapel, Decrepit, Veil of Maya, Psychroptic.
Psychroptic was on it, right?
damn,
Yeah.
dude.
Was it right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that
Bill, dude.
there
that
was
insane. I love Psychroptic. I love all you
Oh.
guys. I love
Oh,
everybody.
I love you too, dude.
actually no, Ben, I'm gonna be real with you real quick. So the first show was at Jack's in Virginia.
Oh yeah, good old Jax.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Jax, dude.
I didn't know, I just knew your name, like as far as like a Whitechapel. I didn't know. I was like, because you guys shot up so quickly. You guys were like immediately like bam, like you guys are like under Suffocation, like, and you get
I was after This Is Exile.
yep.
that record came out.
Which exploded.
Yeah,
it was
on Metal Blade, and then
yeah, it was like the talk of the town. But I had not heard you guys yet, and like we see, like we play and stuff like that. And you guys go after, and like literally, like the crowd was like into us, but the crowd was fucking like singing every lyric of your fucking songs, and we were just like,
wow.
We kind of had this kind of like like we're trying to be like a death metal like dudes like fuck this dude. I was trying to be like that in the beginning. I was like, I don't like this. I actually, to be honest with you, I was forcefully like not listening to your music and just being like, whatever, dude, they're doing breakdowns. I don't like breakdowns anymore. I was like, so like, and then we like got to know each other, hung out, and then like by show 3 or 4, I'm like, this shit is fucking heavy as fuck. Anyways, and then I actually fast forward to New Era of Corruption. That I've told Anthony this, I told so many people this, like after that tour, that album, I had like a boombox in my fucking bathroom that I like to listen to music like while I take a shower. I don't know, I like to headbang. I don't know.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
helps clean the hair faster.
I'm pissed that my Bluetooth speaker took a shit. Now I gotta buy a new one because I got one hanging from the shower head, dude.
I got an Alexa in there so I can just call out whatever song I want to hear. But that album lived in my boombox and literally every time I took a shower, I listened to it for, I don't know, 7 months. Like it was the perfect like shower music. I was like super into it, and I literally listened to that album so fucking much. And like it was funny just to see like the beginning of me being like, fuck these guys
to your music.
Oh, dude, I've bent over and I put like a shower, in my anus.
But up in your butt, dude, and rocking out, dude.
But no, like, it was just funny to see like the progression of me being like, fucking breakdowns. I don't. And all of a sudden, it's like my favorite fucking album. Yeah. But
well, that's
cool.
that happens a lot, dude. When you go into it with like a preconceived notion, like I'm gonna be the bass player of Decrepit Birth, and
also it's slightly competitive, like especially like it's kind of like a match when you're younger. It's like all right, we're playing a match, like a tennis match with this band. It's like who can fucking serve. It's still there. Like I mean,
you guys remember that show we played in was it Austin? There was like a gunshot like after the show.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Like, we were like in the car and we were like in traffic, like trying to get out of there.
I got trampled. Stuff. Yeah.
What was that club in Austin? What was that place?
I don't think it was
Red 7.
Might have been Red 7.
Maybe.
Red 7.
I remember like at that time I had a plastic trash can. I was like on tour with my hardware, like for the drums. I was like, and it like broke on the bottom, so like the cymbal stands were like peeking through the plastic, like broke. So I was like dragging it in front of that. There was like a crowd of people in line, and I was just dragging. I think I've told the story before, but anyways, yeah. And I'm like dragging this trash can, like shh, and it's like like on the ground. Everyone's looking at me like, what the fuck? And I'm like, to the venue, like all the way. I remember that venue, like that. I remember that specific.
Yeah, it was like what they do in Austin a bunch is like those hybrid indoor outdoor kind of. It's like
yeah.
Got the like emos or. I remember like but Ben was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, Odious Warren, I'm sick." Like first couple shows came up to me and was like, "Fuck yeah."
Yeah, I mean, I was real intimidated. To be honest, play with Decrepit Birth and Suffo. Like it was just like, oh man, we're gonna get eaten alive.
And then you guys just chomped us.
You guys murdered it. Yeah, it was great. Well, it was a cool tour.
I mean, I love Decrepit Birth.
That was one of my favorite
Genocide.
tours.
That was like the heaviest shit song I've ever heard.
Yeah, totally.
It's like I couldn't write. It's just like our stuff seemed like real like simple, compared to that. And I was just like, man, these guys are just.
Yeah, but you guys.
I mean, I was just, it's intimidating.
But you guys got the crowd slamming, like it was insane. It was so good, and you guys were great on stage. I mean, all the bands were great that tour. It was good. It was fun.
That bill sounds fucking insane. It sounds everything for me. Like they hit all the corners of what I love on that tour. When it comes to extreme metal, for sure, dude. It was Suffo. Suffo, who else?
Psychroptic and Veil of Maya.
Veil, Whitechapel, and Decrepit. Yeah, dude, all of that. I would enjoy every single one of those sets.
What's that, Casey?
I'm trying to remember.
And
like, the
Suffo was
highlights.
playing with Mike Smith on drums.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Rank on
yeah.
vocals.
Dude.
Oh, you remember that show in like was it Knoxville or that club? What is that club that was like your home kind of place or whatever?
We might be mixing that up with another tour. I think that was like a pre-show. Oh no, I think we might have played
No,
with
it
you guys.
was. They headlined because it was like their hometown,
Yeah,
and it was like everyone knew all the words. It was like a small kind of a place.
dude, everyone knew the words every fucking show we played.
It was in Tennessee for sure. Like I can't remember. Was it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I remember the last
I remember-
show was in Allentown.
I remember like
Allen-
Yeah.
that venue that he's talking about. There was like a freeway and there's like a strip club across the freeway. I remember like the
yeah.
visual of it, but
Yeah.
God, I don't know.
Well, that was the show with Psychroptic. Like I remember that, and then there was an issue with like the strobe light, and so they had to turn that off, and so. But yeah, anyways, that was a show that we did.
okay.
I remember that backstage area.
You guys
back
bringing
then.
up Jax? That was actually like a good point.
Jax is
on-
cool. I
on
always like Jax, dude.
It's
on the
gone.
Yeah,
first
that
Blood
place
Letter.
is
That was-
historic.
that was the tour that like was Adler's Appetite afterwards, where Steven Adler and his band played after. Was that the tour?
Yep, that was. I mean, I don't know if that was the tour.
Well, we played
You
there
guys-
first on the Bloodletting with Deeds in Decrepit and Vile.
Yeah, but no, this was on a Suffo tour.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say that place
What
was
was it-
like one of the
was that when
first
you guys
spots on
were
the
there?
East Coast where we're like, yo, we got some merch money after this show. Like we
They
can
played
actually
it-
fucking
Oh yeah, nice.
live.
Yeah, Jax is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we like
The-
played it.
Oh man.
the
What's
story I
the one
wanted to
with
tell though was
Whitechapel?
about like how
Yeah.
fucking Ben had like a Opeth shirt on, and it was like a Ghost Reveries Opeth shirt on, and literally like I don't know, the next day he comes up to our van. He's like, "What's up, dude?" And he's got a Cryptic Implosion shirt on, and I'm like, "What the
Really?
what the fuck did you?" He's all, "Dude, I just traded
What?
some at the show last night. I traded
Yeah, I traded at the
No way.
Palladium.
some Palladium. That's
Yeah.
right.
Dude.
Odious
shit.
Cryptic.
I've only seen one of those in
Yeah.
person, dude.
None of
Man.
us have them. Like you
I've
were the
never
only
had
I've
one.
seen,
Yeah.
yeah, to have one.
Mm.
Homeboy from
How
Flesh
funny is
Consumed.
that?
What's his name?
Oh, Corey.
Corey. He
man.
had it on when he came to see us jam one time, and I'm like, they make these?
I know. I was like looking at the colors when Ben had. I'm like, oh, they
Right.
fucked this thing up. This thing sucks.
Yeah, like so I'm interested to know like what was in like the air, the water of like Santa Cruz, because you guys just had a bunch of like, sick bands. Like, what was the inception of that? Like, what started?
We
I'll
all
say
were
that,
just,
well, Casey was in San Diego.
Starts with
with-
an L and ends with the D.
no, he's talking
I'm just
about
joking.
when
I know, it's joking.
he wasn't in San
Yeah, it was-
Diego when we were doing Cryptic Implosion.
Yeah. So I mean, as far as like the like Decrepit Birth is basically like the Santa Cruz thing,
Yeah,
right?
it's
What'd you
all
say?
their fault, pretty much.
Yeah. So Decrepit Birth was like the band from here, and then Odious recorded Devouring with Matt, and then David was going to school. Casey, were you live in San Francisco or here?
Well, I was living in San Diego, and then I came up to the Bay Area in San Francisco first, and then moved down to Santa Cruz after I
Okay.
joined Decrepit. You know,
Yeah. So it was just
same
kind of like
kinda
a
time frame.
it's Decrepit Birth's fault, and then there was Animosity there, so we shared a jam space with
Yeah.
them for a while, and then
Yeah, so really, like what it is, dude, is just like you hear all those bands, everybody's cool
Well-
with each other, like we're all vibing, we're all partying together. It's just like
Yeah.
creativity is just
But I mean, like,
just flying all over the place. You know, everybody's influencing each other, everybody's one-upping each other, and then next thing
Yeah.
you know, it's just what happened at that time, dude. And
So it was like what the bands. I mean, there's obviously like a Suffocation influence, like
Oh,
there,
yeah,
but you
dude.
like you guys have like this like a spin on it. It's
I mean, I'm literally not the person to speak because all I do is fucking
the
I don't know.
Casey hates
but-
Suffocation.
yeah, no, totally. There's a no, just joking. No,
he hates
Um,
not breathing, dude. He really hates it.
no, man. Like I mean, everybody like we're kind of like I don't know, like we talk about like Cali death metal and stuff, or like this kind of like Decrepit Birth, or like Disgorge, or like Deeds of Flesh and stuff. Like
Is this Scourge from Santa Cruz or
San Diego.
San Fran? San Diego. Okay.
yeah, California, mainly San
California.
Diego.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Like around like Southern California. But I think like I mean if you get into like the heavy like slam shit. Like it comes from like Pyrexia and Suffocation and all these bands. Like it's like the New York, like, you know,
The
type
New York
thing.
groove.
And
Yeah.
other areas too, but like it just kind of like, I don't know, like that influence just
I say it's
just
like you take New
it's other
York,
bands.
you mix it with Florida, and then you smoke a ton of weed, and then
Well,
it's definitely got that
watch
West
a bunch
Coast
of weird
just
movies,
like
dude.
laid back. Yeah.
but it's also like psychropsy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Obviously I meant to say cryptopsy. Like it's also like back then, like cryptopsy, like the way like those bands just slammed like hard, like and Dying Fetus and shit like that too.
Yeah.
But it was like the different areas of that style, you know, like I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like just crazy sickness.
Yeah,
like technical sickness, and
it's
then
like,
it just like lets up on this.
And a
like,
band like Odious
sick
is like,
slam.
I think,
we're gonna even make the grooves weird too.
I think an interesting
Yeah.
but I think he's onto a good point. I think an interesting thing is, where do you get your heavy from? Like where do you get your heavy? Like how are you going to break it down? How are you going to get heavy? Are you going to gent? Are you going to hardcore breakdown? Are you going to, you know, slam breakdown? Are you going to death metal weird breakdown? Are you going to whatever? Are you going to gin decrepit, you know, whatever, that Deeds of Flesh, that Suffo, all that kind of the Morbid Angel breakdown? Like how are you going to break it down? You know, Gore Guts, all the weird shit comes, you know, from Gore Guts. Like it's all been done, or like Death. I don't know. It's like there's like the rock breakdown. It's like it's all these different ways of like going about it, and like that's the thing I think really, and then like that kind of like separates the genres too, like right, like it's like, oh, that's hardcore because they break it down like that, or that's gent or whatever because they break it down. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know.
Just the sonic feeling, I guess, kind of creates the.
And also, you guys had like a ton of other influences besides, like, it wasn't like, you know, like King Crimson, Rush, all these like weird stuff like mixed into there too. So it was like when I first met all these guys, like they had just crazy prog albums and like a fucking Prince album, like on the wall, like, you know, on the walls everywhere. It would be like these, I would look at all this shit and like, I've never even listened to this. I've seen it a million times, but I've never, it'd be like, you know, Rush Hemispheres on the wall. And like, all
what
these,
are you talking about? Like the Furniture Dome?
No, the Thunderdome. Yeah, just like seeing like David, like just and Casey and stuff, like all the shit that they would put and they were talking about and stuff. I was like,
Frank Zappa's "We're Only in It for the Music." Oh, the Mothers.
Yeah.
Just like weird shit. They were all about weird stuff. They were all about being weird.
Yeah, just seeing how far you can go. I mean,
taking a leak and looking at a "Man is the Bastard" poster right above, and you're just like, oh, dude, this is looking.
I felt completely like out of place. I was like, dude, I'm so like just like, you know, have my like not like too obscure influences, but I have like a little weird stuff. But like they were just all, dude, check this out, check this out, check this out, and it was like the weirdest shit I've ever heard and craziest, and like it was also the most unique stuff from every genre you could think of. They like had like thought all of it through and like listened to all of it, and they were like, it's like one of those things like one-upping each other. It's like they were like trying to find the crazier, like we had friends that were like,
but at the same time we weren't afraid to be like, oh, we're gonna party tonight and just jam Wu-Tang all night, you know. It's like taking a little bit from everything, you know, and as these guys being the musicians, and imagining how I would be if I could actually play music and play everything that I wanted to. That's these guys, you know. All I am is just like, oh, I can kind of like work hip hop into death metal. I can you know, be poetic in my lyrics, but really like it's like these guys are listening to all these different, and you as well, listening to all these different styles of music and being able to just take what you want from everything, and if you can properly translate it into something that you want it to represent yourself, like that's the shit, dude. That's it, dude. Because like, what is new? Is new even a real thing? Like that's like a good question. Like, is there anything that's pushing the boundaries of something that's already been done, other than just mixing it, you know, a percentage of whatever you love into a pot and actually getting it to a point where it's a sick record, you know, and something that you really want to put out. But really, like, somebody show me an example of something that's new, other than like in the avant-garde realm, because that shit just, you know, can go in any direction there. But yeah, it's like, so now we just need to admit that most of the time we're all fucking taking from everything that's already been done, and we're molding, taking a little bit of Play-Doh from here, a little bit of Play-Doh from there. We're molding it up, and it becomes our own little fucking Play-Doh structure. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's just got to sound new to you.
Yeah.
So
What makes you excited?
At the end of the day, it's like,
it's gotta make you excited first.
Yeah.
If
you just feel like you're treading old ground, move on, try a different lane.
And it's got to be for you first. That's the rule. I know it sounds selfish, but it's true. If you're an artist, dude, you gotta feel a connection to what you're making before you put it out, because it's not going to be true to, you know, what it is to be an artist if you don't have a connection with it before you put it out, you know?
Yeah. I mean, because if you're not going to believe it, I mean, good.
I know.
Yeah, no one else
and there's people that are sorry, go for it, dude. I'm just rambling, dude.
I just wanted to ask Ben just a little more on like what it was like on that sort of first part of Whitechapel's career, and like maybe in between the first album and getting on to that tour with Suffocation and these guys, like, because as Joel described it, like this meteoric, like what's it like kind of behind the scenes when you get signed and you like get that fast?
Well, we were, we started the MySpace, then we put out, it was just the three of us, the two guitars and Phil, singer, and we released demos. We had like a 4-song like PC drummer demo, and we put it on MySpace. And Alex Wade, he was in this band called Confessions of Ares in Knoxville, and they were actually out playing shows. They're actually playing like shows outside of our state. And he was interested, in playing, and he had a drummer that was interested in playing the style we were playing. They wanted to leave their band that they were in to play our style, which is more like slammy, death metal. And they were more kind of like European Gothenburg stuff, but they wanted to get heavy. They wanted to, get heavy. So, but Alex played guitar too. We already had two guitarists. So, but we needed a drummer because no other drummer could play, double bass in East Tennessee. So
what was when did you wait? Sorry, I just got to go back to your first drummer real quick. So what was that like to say? Hey, was he saying I can't keep up, or the psychotic?
No, we didn't have a drummer. Psychotic Behavior.
Yeah, who was that guy again? Sorry, what's his name again?
Nija Walker.
So when was I'm sorry to take you back, but when did he use sever ties with him and you guys part ways?
Yeah, we parted ways. Like, so I was in two bands. I was in Whitechapel and Focus the Spy with Nija. And with Whitechapel, it's just, I don't know. It's not Nija's style. Nija's more of he does his own thing. It's like there's some people that, just they do their own thing, and taking them out of their thing, trying to bring them into your thing is just like not in their nature.
Totally.
So just wouldn't have.
That was just a piece of the puzzle that was missing for me. Sorry to take it back that far. Let's fast back forward. Yeah.
So now we have drummer, 3 guitars since Alex joined the band, and he had a drummer, and Alex has connections like with promoters and stuff, so we could get us shows out of the area. And so then, about a year, we wrote the first record, recorded it. Then we signed a label, Siege of Amita Records. They put out the album, and they found us through MySpace, through our like demos and stuff. And I remember, they sent us a message on MySpace, and they're like a subsidiary of Candlelight Records. And so they had, that distribution.
Yeah. There are European distribution for Cryptic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Candlelight's, historic label.
Hell yeah.
So signed a Siege of Amita, signed a 1-record deal with them. and put out Somatic Defilement. And through that, we met a band called With Blood Comes Cleansing that was touring, and they're from Alabama, and they played Knoxville, and we played with them, and we made a connection, made friends, and they took us out on our first tour, and we started touring. That was like our first tour. Was like the first date was whenever the record came out, so we started touring off that, and a few months passed by. We did another tour called the Siege of America tour with Red Death and Partisan Turbine and us. Yeah. And they were all on Siege of Amita Records. So it's called the Siege of America tour. And we didn't even finish the tour because the booking agent was was a heroin addict, and he kind of fucked off the last half of the tour, and it was all
the best. Yeah.
Shitty. It was all shitty, and
it was all underground metal, dude.
yeah. So that tour, broke off. So we went back home, and then we got a booking agent, JJ Cassier, and he booked some tours with us and Impending Doom. So yada yada yada. Did those, and then we were shopping our first record out to many labels. I think Century Media gave us an offer, and Metal Blade gave us an offer. We wanted to go with Metal Blade because they had, Cannibal Corpse. And,
the old clout.
They're
the
old clout. Yeah. So we signed with them and went on a tour with Darkest Hour.
Nice.
Darkest Hour asked us to open their tour, so it's Darkest Hour, Cephalic Carnage, us, or Amir, and then us opening. And I don't know, and we just, we're writing This Is Exile.
What Cephalic record were they supporting at that time?
Xenosapien.
Okay. Dope record, dude.
So that actually, Cephalic Carnage had a huge influence on This Is Exile, because they were just like, fucking insane musicians, but
such a fucking
also
great live
fucking
show,
psychedelic wizards. And Zach Joe, Zach Joe, he writes the craziest twisted riffs.
Totally.
They force your brain to expand whether you like it or not.
So it really was. It was like going on tour with them was like kind of like a musical acid trip that I kind of finding a little bit of enlightenment, going, doing that. And
and Lenzig's funny as fuck, dude. He's got some funny banter in between songs.
Yeah,
songs, dude.
Yeah, Lenzig. Oh god, he's hilarious. I'm gonna start he says something like, I'm gonna start a death metal a video store called Late Returnal.
Late Returnal.
Just stuff like that. But he so that's why This Is Exile is kind of like, it doesn't have like normal song structure. It's just kind of like the riffs are pretty wild. I mean, just kind of like, it's like linear song structures, not really like anything like that, but like the riffs are, heavy, because we got our own influence, we got that. So we want to keep it sort of primitive, simple caveman shit, but, just try to become better, more interesting musicians.
So speaking of like being interesting and different, doing all the things. So you guys were the first band that did the 3 guitar thing. And I'm sure you've heard this a million times, but like, where did that idea come from? I remember like first seeing it, like, I think I was maybe doing a little post-tour or pre-tour research on you guys, because I had never heard of you guys, and you guys were all of a sudden, bam, you're Under Suffocation. We're like, what the fuck? Like, I've been trying our whole lives to get there. What the fuck are these? I'm just kidding. But all of a sudden, I went and like looked up all your things, and I was like, oh my god, there's 3 guitar players, huh? I'm like, it perplexed me.
Yeah, that's another thing. It brings a lot of different, different riffs. I mean, it's just like it's a riff damn salad, we just kind of go through it, or just, it's just, It's a
It
lot of
allows you to
different
be too.
styles.
What I've noticed, like touring with you guys, it allows you to kind of like put that like you'll be headbanging with the band, like
Yeah.
while they're all chunking or do something, but you'll be doing something completely like wizard, like,
Yeah.
just all like with a bunch of delay and fucking shit in the background, like.
Yeah.
And but you have to like keep headbanging with everyone. Like it's like you have to feel the vibe, but you're also like playing a completely different riff. Just be like, but also the stage show, obviously, that helped the stage show.
Yeah. I just, I want to add something like, in the middle or something that just kind of doesn't make it, the heavy can get, monotonous after a while.
Totally.
So it's just
No, add
something
another
different.
layer of color to it. Just like it's like a Opeth thing. Like add like some sort of like the guys in the background are doing their chords, but then they got
Yeah.
Mikhail Ackerfeld doing like some like fucking spacey shit to kind of like give you a different vibe. And that's actually Blackwater Park and Ghost Reveries, those albums and stuff are so huge to me. But like the guitar players in the background everyone's doing simple, chill stuff, but like the fucking like kind of like atmospheric thing that you're doing behind the heavy, just like completely colors it in a different way. Where it's like now it's like it just turns in my brain like into a story. It's like it's actually got like it's got like a actual like another feeling behind it. It's like, oh shit, I was just paying attention to the chords you guys were doing, and now it's like a fucking like I listen to that shit now and it like takes me back to a place in life that's random, and it's like
What
Yeah,
place is that, dude?
I don't know, my car in like 1993 with my dad going to get pizza or something. I don't know, Blockbuster on Friday. I don't know.
That actually fucking sounds like a good deal, dude. So it's a positive.
No, totally
feeling
is.
from it.
No, for sure.
Yeah, a lot of it was just, I mean, it's just, it's just being on the road, and writing and just kind of just riding in a fucking van, and riding in a hotel room, and just like collecting. It's just a bunch of collecting ideas, and then you just any way you can.
Yeah.
So you just kind of, I don't know, and then the best ideas always stick out at the end, whatever. And like whenever we're writing This Is Exile, where it's just like, super time crunched. And that was like the first time we've been super time crunched. So a lot of it was just first impression. Okay, yeah, that's good. Let's just call it. Yeah, let's go. Move on. Keep moving on. So it's just, just keep moving.
Yep. I remember actually on tour with you guys, you had a laptop out and you were like on a time crunch to write. I think it was maybe New Era.
Probably New Era. Yeah.
Yeah. You were like writing.
Yeah, I mean, back in those days, I would always write, on the road, on the computer. Yeah, I don't do that anymore, but
Casey did that too. I think Collapse or Recreation was written on Bloodletting, the Ron Jarzenbeck song. In the back of a fucking E-Series van, dude.
Yeah, it's like this old laptop, like with like I think it was PowerTab editor that we used, that old program.
Yeah. Whatever works.
Whatever
works. I mean, I got a cool story. We're flying to Europe one time, and I sat next to the bass player of Frank Zappa.
Wow.
Frank Zappa's band.
Shit.
His name's Tom Fowler, and played Frank Zappa's, and he also played Ray Charles' band. But he was going to Europe to play Zappanel Festival, and he showed me this program he like writes music on, and it was like I forgot what it was called, but he writes music on a computer too. And that's what made me think of it. But
just to extend that, dude, if you watch the Zappa document, there's several, but I forget which one. It's the one that's about when he's doing, because Overnight Sensation and Apostrophe, those two albums were back to back, and that's literally the only time in the Zappa catalog where he had the same musicians on more than one album. It was the same lineup from those two albums. And they're just talking to the musicians that are on those albums and who toured with them at that time. And because obviously he was already passed away by the time they did it. And there's archive footage of him to being in interviews or whatever. But what being in a Zappa project means no drugs, no alcohol, which is so funny. Most people think that they listen to Zappa and he sounds like he's just fucking out there all the time on LSD and all that shit. But no, dude, it was cigarettes and coffee. That's what fucking Zappa was all about, dude. But being on a plane, I'm wrapping it back into it. He would be, everybody in the band would be hanging out, doing, having fun, playing around, and then they'd look over and Zappa would be in the corner in his seat writing out, what's the term? It's not tablature because he's writing out actual
Sheet
music.
Sheet music.
He's writing out sheet music. He's writing it out in his head. He doesn't even have a guitar with him. He's writing a song on the plane in sheet music with no instrument with him.
Yeah,
he's just composing music out in the corner of the room, or not the room, the plane, and you're just like, fuck, dude. This guy just lives and breathes and shits music, dude. That's all it is.
Yeah,
he has no time for anything else.
Yeah,
just thinks of the intervals and is like, oh yes, that's a minor third.
Yeah.
They're mixed
and
up.
I think they even have footage of him on the plane where they're like, look at this guy or whatever, and he's just fucking.
Well, after a while, like even like looking at like Guitar Pro or Power Tab for years and stuff, like I'll see something that's like written out and I can hear it, I can see like what's going on. I'm like, I can see it. Like he must be kind of like his whole life has been that, so he's basically just like.
Well, it's like when we watch we're going deeper into the weeds just real quick. Jason Becker, that documentary I watched with you, and learning about how he, even being completely not mobile at all, but the producer in the studio who's transcribing what he's writing in his head, he realizes he's just looking at a guitar on the wall and visualizing the riff as he tells the dude in however way he communicates it. And you're just like, oh, dude, what a fucking brain, dude.
I know. Yeah.
God.
That's insane.
All right.
That's insane.
But
back from the weeds, like, no, that's insane though. That actually randomly watched the trailer of that. I'm going to watch that movie again. Have you seen that, Ben, that I'm Not Dead Yet or Not Dead Yet by Jason Becker?
No, I haven't.
So Jason Becker, quick story. He gets Lou Gehrig's ALS disease when he's basically he's like the hottest guitar player in the world. Like David Lee Roth, after he quits Van Halen, goes like, I want this guy, and takes Jason Becker when he's like 17 or 18. And he's just all like, you're the guy for the new like Van Halen, like fucking competitor band.
Yeah, he played on his first solo record.
Yep,
right?
Exactly. Yeah, that one with the devil on it. I forget what it's called.
With Billy Sheehan.
No, it was Billy Sheehan. Yeah, from Mr. Big. Yeah.
Who played Bosio or something? Yeah.
I think Bosio playing that too. Yeah, it's a star-studded lineup, but like dude was like, he was recording and then he started like limping and he was like
walking down the street and all of a sudden he started fucking wobbling and shit.
Like during the recording. Yeah.
Wow.
He was 19, right? He was 19.
Yeah, 18 or 19, something like that.
God
right around there.
Damn it, dude.
But he basically like his family was just all like, oh fuck, and he just degraded super quickly where he couldn't even hold a guitar and was just in a wheelchair. And I forget who it was. He lives in Concord. He lives pretty close to us, but like someone like developed this like system where he can use his mouth.
I think
to
it was
like
his dad, his parents.
No, that's the language part.
Okay.
But like he can look around like at notes. He'll look at notes or something like that with his eyes and select the notes and then use his mouth to select the note. And like he has like this program, basically a Guitar Pro program that you can use with like like can use your head a little bit. He can barely move his head. So he's
and he just moves.
But
yeah,
dude,
he wrote like a full
somebody-
symphony.
Somebody would have had to invent that for him.
Yeah, no, it was a brand new thing.
It was a brand new thing.
Yeah.
And what's funny about it, dude, is that him and his dad know how to communicate so fast.
So good.
In it,
It's
dude.
insane.
Like his dad knows what he's about to say before
his dad created the language. So the language that he uses is it's an eye movement. So you look to the left, so there's 6 boxes and they all have 4 letters in them. Those are all the 6 boxes.
Whoa.
So he first goes, one movement means the box. So these letters are in the box. The second movement means the letter in the box. So like Jason will just be like, and he'll be like, hi, he'll complete when he knows the word that he's gonna say, he'll complete it for him. And like and Jason moves on to the next word. and it's
Yep.
it's like an actual pretty fast conversation.
What's hilarious is that Jason gets him to say shit that you
yeah. He like starts laughing. He's like, he fucking, yeah, he's like,
and you could see Jason too, like as
Smiling
much
a
as he
little bit.
could smile during it, you could see he's starting to light up because he's making his dad say that he has a small penis or something like that.
yeah, exactly. No, but it's called Not Dead Yet, but yeah, it's a very it's a gnarly
so
documentary.
good, dude.
I need to see that. I've
Yeah.
seen the video of him doing the thing with his face and
Yep.
clicking with his mouth.
But you get the whole backstory of that, like I
get
said,
the
like
whole
the
thing.
producer
Wow.
figuring out that he's looking at the guitar on the wall, and you're just like, this motherfucker is composing music just by looking at an instrument, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I doing? What do I do with my life, dude?
Well, I mean, you know, you can like study like Gustav Mahler, like going to some lake in Germany and like composing an entire symphony that's like 50 instruments all at once. You know, like those guys are.
I could do that.
Can we?
Yeah, you could take a
All
while.
right, dude. And the
All right, I'm gonna go to that lake
2022,
then.
me and Joel are gonna compose a 50 instrument fucking.
I'm just
piece.
saying, in like the classical world, like either you got your
yeah.
piano and you use the piano to write, or you can imagine what every instrument plays. But yeah, these guys live in sheet music world. Like they're always looking at it.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it is, dude.
Yeah.
For sure. No
So
doubt.
Beethoven, he wasn't deaf before. Like he I mean, obviously he went deaf, but he
What
was
we
just
would
so
probably call
musically
legally deaf
inclined
when he died.
Yeah.
when he died. Yeah, but he kind of felt
Yeah. He went off vibration at the
lick
end. That's what it
vibration.
was.
Like what if,
Yeah.
because there's not really like much history behind it, like as far as like documented like evidence behind it. What if he just kind of had some hearing loss and they just call him deaf?
I know. It totally is like telephone shit, right? It's embellished throughout the time.
It's like I can't hear the high notes as well.
Just so
but,
you know,
they're like,
Beethoven
he's
was my
deaf.
best friend. If it was Beethoven passed and his best friend still lived, like the best friend's gonna make him look like a motherfucking badass. So he's gonna be like, dude, that motherfucker.
It's like those like
lost
Bruce Lee
it.
stories.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, this dude is so
It is.
sick. You are not even gonna comprehend. Like,
Well,
how
dude,
sick
I don't
he
even
is.
need hands. Like I'm writing with a pen. I'm using like some weird like Star Trek force, and I'm writing.
Yeah.
It
There's no
was
evidence
like
of it
that.
though. It's
No,
like
but
I
either
rose
way,
after. Yeah. Anyways,
some part of it's true. He was deaf at some point in his life.
I'm
All right.
definitely-
Were there any tour stories left to share?
Oh,
from
there's
that
so many.
tour?
I mean, also too though. So after This Is Exile came out, fucking New Era came out. One thing, a little side bit I wanted to know is like Phil. So he was playing guitar. How did he know? Because he literally has what a lot of people think, you know, is like the best, like growl, the fastest. Like he went from guitar just to that. Like was he practicing some new technique or something? Because he has to do that shit like 40 times like a month, you know, when he's on tour. I
no,
don't understand that.
I just think Phil's he's a real competitive person, and
Mhm.
I don't know, he has this thing about him. He just like I don't know, it's and it's kind of like an anomaly, sort of, in a way. It's like he's very quiet. Like he doesn't talk about
Yeah.
his lyrics until, you know, they're written out and stuff. But he's real competitive, like especially like Mortal Kombat. Like he'll fucking kick anyone's
Annihilate.
ass in that, annihilate, you know. But so if he, you know, sets his mind to something,
Yeah.
you know, he'll
Totally.
get there. And you know, you could see his, you know, throughout the records, you know, you could see, you know, his evolution too.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've always known like Phil was always quiet and stuff. Like me and Phil actually kind of like got along a bunch and hung out a bunch on that tour. And I actually got to understand him pretty well. Like I understood that like for at the top of the game that you guys had just jumped to, he was always like quiet and like kind of bummed. And so like me and him would like hang out. We smoked cigarettes together. So we were cigarette guys at the time. So we were just like in the like it's like me and him and someone else. That was like it. And no, I got to see him, like he opened up to me about some stuff too, and I was like, geez, you know, he's like a deep dude. And one thing that would surprise me about you guys is that, like, obviously, like from there, you guys got way bigger, but like running into him and you guys again, like way later, You guys are like exactly the same. You guys like, there's not any kind of like rock star like thing. It's like that's like the story I always tell if people bring up Whitechapel is like the tour we did with you. Like you guys were super fucking nice to us and super cool. And like I randomly like raided your drum room, your backstage room at Ace of Spades and Sack right before you went on, and with Flesh God and Black Dahlia or something. I forget the lineup. But I went back there and you guys were like, what the fuck? Oh, you guys were like super mellow, like, and like loving and hugging and stuff. And I was like, most bands that are like at that level, it seems like that would be like annoying, for someone just to walk in, just like,
yeah.
And you guys have always had that same chill headspace about yourselves. And yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah. A lot of it, just comes from just joking around and, kind of, making into a comedy.
Yeah.
Most of the time, whenever you're in a band, with people, not trying to like get too serious. I mean, which we do sometimes, but it's like we got someone like Gabe. He's a funny guy, and he always breaks the ice with like saying something hilarious. But yeah, it's comedy.
Totally.
Making fun of yourself. When things are shitty. Flipping it and making light.
Totally, dude. I back that 100%, dude. When I'm feeling shit's weird, I'll go for the funny first, no doubt.
Yeah, go for
I want and whoever's in the room with me, I want them to laugh with me, So I'll go. I'll make the joke at a funeral, dude. I'm that guy. And I'm tasteful when I do it, but at the same time, like I'm the one who just wants to break it. I just want to break everybody's shit.
No,
I
same.
just you know what? Let's giggle at something for just a second. Let's giggle at that little thing.
Going back to I forget with Steve DiGiorgio on the podcast, I asked him and he didn't agree with me so much, but like talking about like when you fuck up at practice, I thought it was fucking hilarious. Like I thought it was like when someone like makes a major fuck up at practice, I was like,
yeah, but that guy deals with guys who are like fucking paying him thousands upon thousands of dollars to do
no, he definitely agreed, but like in certain circumstances, because he's been in like 400 bands, so like like for your friends together that are all together and we're all
a
hanging
sadist
out,
practice for sure. He would be down with fucking giggling and everything probably. But if somebody else is hiring him, he probably is like, I just got to show up and do my thing.
It's like when you fuck up something that you've done a million times and it's just funny. To me, it's just funny. Like when someone fucks it up at practice, it's like, and like I have to like not keep eye contact because we'll start laughing.
Yeah, I've watched you do it 23 times perfectly in a row the last 23 shows or whatever. But you fucked it up this one time. Like, huh? What?
Yeah. You nailed it.
What happened today? What'd you have for breakfast today, dude?
Yeah, because the guy who fucked up, he knows he fucked up. So
it's exactly. So it's not worth like talking about.
When he's a man while he's down.
It's like give him a look. Give him a look and just laugh about it. Just be like, it's like, I hear that. And like, it's funny because like a lot of people like fans and stuff like that don't like really notice. Like we train wrecked at Maryland Death Fest for Odious, and I talked to like 10 people and they had no idea that we train wrecked.
The one and only.
They had no idea we train wrecks. Like they have no idea that we stopped early.
And it haunts us to this day. And never.
Yeah, but like, for us though, but like for the people that were like watching, there's people that like literally have no idea that we train wrecks. They're like, oh, the song ended.
So you blew it. Like you just blew it. And now they know.
I know. I know. I just tell them, I like break down, like, dude, we fucked up. Dude.
That was a joke, dude. Whatever I just said, it was not true.
Oh man.
There's no footage because it was still fucking back in the day.
There's footage somewhere, but I think metal injection,
the metal injection footage, but they're not going to put our train wreck on that fucking shit.
They should, dude.
They should at the very end.
Yeah, I remember we fucked up one time and it was on the internet and it was a pretty bad fuck up and I actually like asked our manager to have him take it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I actually probably know, yeah, I was just like, oh, this can't, no, this is because it was like the first song. Yeah. So
No,
That's
I
like
know,
that ruined bands like Dragon Force. Remember, like Dragon Force had like some video of them like, bet you can't play this, and they couldn't play it. Like they were like sloppy through it, and then they just fucking went down. Like they were like gone after that. That was like, I mean, they're back kind of, but like they were like going up, 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 and then they had this Guitar World video where it was like, bet you can't play this, and it was like it was kind of a hard sweep to do, but like the dude couldn't even do it.
That was your and I jam back on the bloodletting tour, dude. Like whenever we were driving, dude, Casey hated us, dude. He hated it, dude.
It was like, brand new though.
Dude.
Dragon Force was brand new. They had Sonic Firestorm out. That was it.
And you and I would be like in the front seats, and everybody else listening back like, God.
Yeah, I know. Make us put it on more. When there are people hate it, like, they're all fuck this.
Yeah, I mean, I feel for those guys that are just like they have to play perfectly technical, like perfect.
Yeah.
And if you fuck up, like everyone will notice.
If podcasts were a thing, I probably would have just listened to people talking if it was my turn to drive. Though nowadays, I listen to people talking more than I listen to music in the car. You know,
that's what I go to bed to. I go to bed to podcasts.
Yeah, I've slept, I've snuggled up against you many a times where you had to be like, I got to put on Joe Rogan, dude, and I'm like, fuck it, dude, just do it, dude.
Well, because I have like a deaf ringing ear, so it's like super ringing all the time loud, so like I have to put something on now. So it's like when I go to bed, like I have to have, like, you don't want to have like visual brightness and sound, you know, so I have to just like drown out the old,
tinnitus.
Actually from El Corazon, Benjamin, you know El Corazon, right?
Yes, Seattle.
That actually is, I think, is where it happened. Like we were playing there with Black Dahlia, and I got hit with this feedback that just like blew out my ear. It's like never been the same. It's like deaf now. It's been like, but it's ringing super loud. So it's like I don't know. I still hold a grudge. That place is gone, I hope, right?
Soon,
I don't know. I think it's still there.
Ah, shit.
Fuck that motherfucker.
No, but yeah, no, that's that definitely is. But I mean, so going forward from this is Exile New York. So you guys have kind of gotten more, like when I was talking about Phil and understanding him more and like getting his vibe more. He was a super popular singer as I knew him, but as I actually knew him, he was like kind of like a sad, like had like emotional shit going on, and he was very in his own world. That I mean, from what I gathered from him, he basically was very interesting to me because he'd go on stage and just be this different human being and just crush. And then me and him would hang out after, and he was like, I felt like there was something like deep, dark thing in him that was like.
And let me just add something to that real quick, because I'm not like the hugest Whitechapel listener. Like I've listened to you guys throughout the whole entire life, my whole entire life, your whole entire career. And I've enjoyed you guys the whole, and I pop in and out now and then, but it's like, obviously having you on, I wanted to be ready for this. And Ken, there is a song where he is professing his depression about how his mom and dad are gone and he wants them back. And this is not even from me reading lyrics. Like I can understand him enough to where I know that he's screaming about his mom and dad, and I'm not going to be the same until I see you again, or I'm with you again. And I'm just like, whoa. I'm on the verge of tears while I'm busting tires, dude, while I'm listening to fucking metal. What's going on right now? I literally had like a connection with him emotionally. Like I can feel the turmoil and the hurt and the pain in that song, dude. And I'm just like, yo, this guy's got something to say, and I'm going to,
is it Blood-Soaked Symphony? This
is the thing, dude. I'm new to the new. I've only been listening to the new album for the last 2 days.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
But yeah, real. He's been. I think he's had his
There's
peak
a
as far
there's
as,
a
you know,
song on the
just
new
as far as
album.
just-
I forget what song it is. It's earlier in the album where he's talking about his mom and his dad being gone.
Blood-Soaked Symphony. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very. It's yeah, you could feel the emotion. There's
So
like this
are his parents deceased? Both
like
of them?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, that's his mom died, or his dad died when he was 10 from scleroderma. It's like this
Never
rare
heard.
disease.
Wow.
But and then his mom passed 5 years after, and it was from, you know, just like did battle with like schizophrenia, and like it was just like kind of like a downhill after his father died. She met the wrong guy, and she used drugs to, like, you know, cope with it, and ended up killing her. But the drugs ended up, you know, killing her. But
so to take that,
yeah, so I met him when he was, you know, after all that, and he is he's just always, he went down the light. He went toward, you know, the right path. Like he's I guess you know, if you get astrology with it, he's a Virgo, and they're really
determined,
determined people, and you know, he went down, you know, that particular path, and
I mean, and shows his character to be able to move in a positive direction, but still, you know, express himself.
Yeah, and still hold that darkness in there, and he could kind of get to it whenever he wants.
I mean, as a writer myself, the darkest times are really the parts of life where a lot of, you know, things come to fruition. If you want to tap into that negativity, you can actually, you know, filter it through a prism, and it becomes something great, you know, and actually be beneficial to you individually, not everybody else, but like for you to have a final product of something, of you really expressing those feelings and getting them out. It's a therapy through art.
Yeah.
You know, and
yeah, I feel like it's a duty for me. Like at this point, I just try to like use the music as a, you know, a catalyst to tell this, you know, a story, you know, this very deep human story.
Totally.
It's a thing with a lot of people that have come on this show. We are all, you know, like most of us are fairly good people because we have this outlet. Fairly. I mean, dude.
yeah.
Come on, I'm generalizing this.
No, that's good.
So it's like, you know, so it's like, but we have this outlet we have a choice to burn off some steam into, you know, and let off, release, you know, the negativity that
you have some place for your mind to go. Like, you could instead of thinking about you know, dark stuff, think about, you know, this new riff or new idea or new
or even channel it into, and now almost like ritualistically, you like ritualistically like take it out of you and put it into something else, you know, like, okay, now I've rid myself of this negative feeling. Now it's in this thing. I'm showing you, I felt it, but now it's no longer part of me, you know, like that.
And you wouldn't have found that unless you would have
gone through your fucking turmoil. Yeah.
That's one thing. Genuine
turmoil.
Yeah.
Or you know, just kind of, it would have been just like left inside you unless
unresolved kind of thing.
I don't like to let that
thought about it
marinate in me, dude. I want to get it out in some fashion, you know.
That's like with Phil, that I actually like believed him. So, you know, like I see him like on stage crushing it, and we were hanging out and stuff. Like I actually, you know, there's certain singers and stuff that you like, you feel their fucking like pain come out. But him, we were hanging out outside multiple times, and just seeing how he was, you know, I actually ended up talking to him about it, but like seeing how like he would go from like 60 to 0, and he'd be back like in his like, you know, environment, just quiet and stuff. And you know, we had a bunch of cigarettes to smoke, so we were just talking, smoking cigarettes and stuff. He actually had like, I was like, all right, dude, this is like you're legit. Like like he's like, you know, he has all these people going, oh my god, and he's like, he's being cool to everyone, but at the same time, like there was this underlying kind of like, you know, just like kind of sadness to him that I was like, I definitely felt immediately. You know, he wasn't doing it to be like, ooh, I'm in a goth band or something and I'm pissed. He wasn't doing it for any reason like that, or like I mean, he was basically Jonathan Davis, you know, like the whole when you were kids and stuff, like Jonathan, like, you know, the whole thing that he went through or whatever, like, but like you can kind of feel it with him, but like there's certain singers where it felt like it was kind of like an act or a play.
Yeah, he's like putting it on, like kind of like I did not get one hint of that from him. I was like, oh shit. He's super, you know.
Yeah,
he's real about it. He's not gonna be obnoxious.
Yeah,
that's the one thing he hates. He hates like obnoxious, like, you know, people.
Yeah.
But he loves like his comedy. Like he loves like silly comedy. Like like Jim Carrey's his favorite like comedian. If you could just make a silly face or something. If you do a silly face or something, he'll like laugh. You know, that's his like.
Yeah, you can bring him out of it.
Like, bring him out by doing something silly. Yeah.
Silly comedy is definitely one of my favorites too. Like I want like even cheesy silly. Like I want to like hear cheesy silly and then look at everybody else in the room and watch them all be like affected by the cheese.
Well, it's like the pre podcast. We were laughing at dick and fart jokes like we were fucking 13, like laughing just as hard as we were. 13.
I don't remember any dick and fart jokes. I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
I mean, Phil's party trick where he used to light his farts on fire. That was that was his thing.
I've been there.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I gotta bring it up now. Okay, Ben, you obviously know Dan Kenny, Suicide Silence.
Oh yeah, I saw him. Yeah, like last month, and I told him I was going to be on this podcast.
He's also from Pacifica. We went to high school together. Like the reason why we are doing this now is because we met each other, you know, and he's my best friend still to this day. And there was one summer where we were like, you know, we're going to go, his mom worked at a bank. We're going to go make some extra cash and work for the bank. And we went to the bank and all we're doing is literally stuffing bank statements into fucking envelopes and shit. It's an independent bank, you know, and it was so fucking boring, dude. And they told us we couldn't listen to any music, we couldn't do anything. All we had to do was sit at this fucking table and start stuffing envelopes. And all of a sudden he's just like, dude, I gotta go to the bathroom. I was like, all right. So I keep stuffing my envelopes and whatever. I'm there by myself. He comes back and he's waddling, holding his ass, and I'm like, the fuck is going on, dude? Like you have a bad experience in the bathroom right now? You know, he's like, yeah, I actually did, dude. I was bored and I lit my own fart in the stall and I singed my butt hairs, dude.
Oh my God.
So for the rest of that day, Dan had to sit on a fucking gas flamed ass burnt fucking fart situation, dude.
Oh man, that's awful.
Kids, don't do this at home, dude. Don't do this at home. It's the Jackass intro.
Do it.
Don't do it at home, dude.
Do it at work.
Do it before you grow. Do it at work, or do it before you grow hair out of your ass cheeks, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, seriously. Or do it outside of your pants. That's what you do.
Yeah. That's
wear
the move.
Jeans
outside of the pants. Yeah, denim will definitely be fucking fire retardant. And I'm not being offensive.
Denim is ass hair fire retardant.
We're not being offensive here. Retardant's a real word, guys.
Do you leave when you say that? All right, that's it. But seeing that actually was I was actually really impressed with you guys, because obviously you had the aggressive breakdown, like deep growl, like every all the shit you guys you guys went to the like, we're gonna fucking put clean vocals on this, and I was like, Phil can do clean vocals. Remember when I like heard the announcement or something, I was like, huh, Phil can do clean vocals, huh? And I remember listening to it and I was like, he sounds like a mixture of Maynard and like a couple other things like together. And I was like, actually really impressed. I was like, I had no fucking idea that Phil, because Phil like has like the deep, like growls. And to put that on your guy, I mean, I've had many bands or friends of bands that like basically will be like, we're gonna do the going from aggressive screaming, I can't even speak right now, to like clean vocals and throw that in there as like a thing. Like, what was the reception when you guys like your first song, probably on the Valley, right? The first song where you were like
Mark of the Blade.
Yeah. When you guys threw that in there, what were people like?
Yeah, people thought it was great. They were like, "Well, why don't you do that sooner?"
Nice.
Phil could always sing. He even when we were in Psychotic Behavior, there was a song where like our singer Andrew and Phil did vocals on, or they, Andrew wrote a song and Phil did backup vocals. So we always knew Phil could sing. It was just, writing the song for him to sing on. And, that was the hardest part.
But also you guys getting so popular through a
certain style.
of music.
Yeah. That was the hardest. So it took time to get there.
Transition.
Yeah. So it started with, I guess, the guitar work, it's all guitar riff oriented music. So it's started like strumming more rather than like, tremolo picking and, galloping. Started like strumming on Our Endless War and the self-titled album. Started being more of that, like open. Started messing with different tempos because all of our songs used to be at like, 200 to 240 BPM. So we started messing with like slower tempos, like 150 and 120 and stuff like that. And then through that, you kind of get more melodic with the music. And just listening to bands like Opeth and Catatonia and Bloodbath. I mean, Bloodbath is basically Catatonia. They're like the same members, but they're in two different bands. And so
it's like, much more brutal.
Yeah, much more brutal. So we, that's a big reason we went with David Castillo to
Catatonia is a great fucking band though, too, dude. They have some killer fucking songs, dude. Songs that make me want to weep, dude. They have songs that make me want to cry.
Oh yeah. They're masters of the melancholy. But yeah, we went with David Castillo, who mixes Bloodbath, and Catatonia mixed the Valley, and he kind of like nailed that seamless. He could make it sound seamless in a way, just the heavy and the light. But yeah, we just kind of focus more on that, just trying to, and the heart, and I guess when you break it down to like the center of it is just finding a good just riff to go off of. That's what it is. The riff has to be, I don't know, it just has to have this element to it, this dense element to where it could like go to the places you want it to go, into new spaces.
I love that too. Like just one riff, spanning it all one. We have this one riff and then boom, it expands both ways.
Yeah.
And then you have a full song, but that riff was like could be the middle, could be the beginning, could be the end, but it's still just like something grows off of it. It's like a fungus.
Yeah. The Big Bang, you got to have that idea, it's like what's the universe, the Big Bang, that's the only theory we got. How is anything ever made? It's an idea. So it's like you got to think about that, musical terms.
Dude. Like, and it translates perfectly, and that's exactly how it works.
Yeah, but that's the hardest part, like finding. Kind of came to that realization after like This Is Exile, because a lot of the stuff. It's just a lot of like linear songwriting, a lot of riffs out, and we were just thinking maybe if we just made one riff really good and really, thought out, that it would
seed
seed something else. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. That's kind of like that's a big Opeth thing too. It's like they'll kind of bring you through something, and then one riff will just like change it to a complete. It'll just take you to a vortex of another place, and then you'll end out like at another place at the end, or like they'll call back to the original, like the intro or something. They'll call it back at the end. You're like, ah, fuck. It's like a stand-up comedy guy like talking about like making a joke in the beginning,
callbacks and shit
at the very end, calling it back and be like, oh, and then that's why blah blah blah, and the whole crowd's like, what?
And you're like, now I understand. Now I understand.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And then they just drop the mic and walk off. You're like, okay,
okay, yeah. This is why I paid to get in here.
Yeah, exactly.
It was church, and I had learned something, and I'm going home now.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing about Opeth, man. They're just, or Michael Lakerfeld, he's just a master at that. And that's one thing we never done, like wrote like a really long song, that just
next album.
That's what I mean, I really want to so bad.
I wonder
but that's the thing about being in the band. There's like other members that, kind of have their ideas too. So
totally.
And I'm only one part of the.
But I feel like you're a big part of the album, though, or you're a big part of the band, though, as far as the writing and stuff like that. I could tell. Like, I mean, I don't know how actually that songwriting goes, but I feel like you're kind of.
I do write a lot. I write most riffs. But like I need help arranging because I'm really like scatterbrained.
And dude,
I need another opinion to help me.
I love people who are okay with admitting that I can create all this, but it may be a little scattered, like you said. Yeah. And I need somebody to hone me in because I just like shit things. Not in shit's bad word. Sorry.
Fart.
I fart things. Much better word, dude. But no, it's like I understand that too. It's like you have so many ideas, you don't necessarily know how to connect them all, and to bring another brain in and be like, oh, I kind of know how to connect them.
Well, and also showing someone something too, like you're showing something. There's always like this like anxiety behind showing someone something. You know what I mean?
I gotta
like
take a leak real quick.
Yeah, go piss.
Go for it, dude. But no, what you're saying, Joel, I disagree with. I mean, don't disagree with fully, but like bouncing ideas off with other people most of the time, like it's gonna cause like this back and forth thing that's gonna like.
Well, like for me, the where that comes from is not. It's just not having. You listen to something so much, or you write something you jam it a bunch, and you're like in your head you're kind of like, is it good? Like I don't know if it's good. Like I don't know if it's like you're kind of like
you spend too much time on something you don't really can't trust really what your
can we segue real quick and look how fucking jet lagged Joseph is right now?
Are you napping right now?
No, he's not napping.
Oh, he went back to the dark light.
No, he is so Joseph is still coming back from the Bangladesh jet lag right now. He is hurting right now. And he jumped on here after a nap. And
such a savage, dude.
Just hanging in there.
You're such a Ben Savage, dude.
I have some questions for Ben left.
Okay.
That I'll ask.
Nice.
I want to applaud the band for the new album, which is really good. So
really good, dude.
Actually, fuck it. I'm just gonna go off on it. Yeah, dude. I'm not a huge deathcore guy, so I was always like a little steps away from Whitechapel, and then this one and the last one too. But this one I think is like the first one where I'm like, holy shit, I'm gonna call myself a Whitechapel fan.
There you go.
I like this album a lot, and part of it is Alex Rudinger on drums. Who does an amazing job, and of course as a drummer, I do that.
Hell yeah,
Ben. I was just saying, this is the Whitechapel album, Ken, that made me like a fan of Whitechapel, or I would say like I am a Whitechapel fan. So I think it's the best record.
Thank you
so far, man. At least for guys like me, like it turned me on.
I think that's so cool, Joseph, for you to say that, because
awesome.
it brought to me the realization is like a band always wants new fans to come on.
Yeah.
They change their style around.
Jump on the train.
Yeah,
we're still cruising down the tracks, dude. And if you can jump the fuck on. And And for a band like this who's been doing it for as long as we've been talking about now, and still, constantly changing not changing, but like morphing their the way they want to make music and all that stuff. They finally found, got to a point where a Joseph could jump on the train too. So I love that. It's like you constantly just morph and move into what you want to do, and then whoever wants to jump on the fucking train, we're not moving too fast.
Also, to the Whitechapel, when people say Whitechapel, they say it to death metal guys. They might have a preconceived notion of like, oh, my brain is going to be like, this is Whitechapel in this box.
Yeah.
And then like what Joseph is saying, it's like they fucking changed it up and like actually brought like cool songwriting into it and like emotion and stuff. And anyway, Joseph, I don't mean to cut you off, but that's kind of why I feel like
I was talking way before Joseph stopped talking. So
I know you're going to talk over all
off
this
now, dude.
Yeah, it's like I'll think about like old songs that we wrote, and I could see like, okay, I could see why this sort of fan of music wouldn't like this sound, like wouldn't like this how that sounds. Maybe that sounds too much like a band they hate, or a certain style of music that's not that. So it's like it's always just a learning experience.
It's not only learning experience, but it's not. You should not be doing it for those people. You know? Like it should. Your music or art or whatever you do should never have anything to do with somebody else. Do it. Like I already said it earlier. Do it for yourself first, then put it out there.
Yeah.
And if they don't like it, fuck it. You're gonna find somebody who does. And
let's let Joseph finish. I feel like Joseph had a. We keep cutting him off.
Did I cut Joseph off?
We've cut him off like 9 times.
God, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, all you death.
You're still cutting.
So I got something to say real fast.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Everyone's
I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding. Go on.
Sorry.
I don't know where to wrap this other than just I implore everyone to check it out. And I guess my one question, I remember now. So it's been pretty much the same lineup apart from drummer for the entire band's career. Is that right? Apart from some fill-in musicians or
Brandon
live.
Cagle played on Somatic Defilement, the first album, and then Zach Householder joined on This Is Exile. But
so for the last like 12, 13 years, it's been the same lineup.
Yeah.
So that's pretty rare. Like, how does a band stay together, like the core lineup stay together that long? Whereas, a lot of bands see a lot of member changes.
Because they got huge fucking quick and everyone wanted to be a part of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, some of us act like we got better stuff to do, but I mean, it's like, at the end of the day, we all sort of gravitate towards this. And I don't know, we're all, friends.
Yeah, I was going to say friends.
We get each other's humor. If somebody, says something negative or just pissed off, we just know it's like they're probably just having a shitty day.
That's good. That's brotherhood, dude. That's what it is. Everybody, you're in a group of people that have to be in contact all the time, and not just have to be, but like, for example, Odious. These guys are all my best friends, dude. So it's like if anybody in the band's having a rough day, we can tell that it's happening. And it's just like, oh, dude, it's chill, dude.
Yeah, it's like reading the room. You guys have grown up together and stuff. You guys are friends,
and because you've had bad days too.
Yeah.
So it's like you're like, oh, okay, all right, I've had those too. I'm just
blabbing.
We're good.
Probably is some career success that helps though, because I know a lot of people leave metal when they are making money.
I mean, for the first 10 years, I mean, we're just hanging on, just learning how to live on just like a small budget. And then we only really started, kind of seeing actually, oh wow, we're actually making something, good. It was after
to perfect the small budget, dude. That's the thing, dude. Perfect the small budget.
Yeah, I mean, and you know,
Again,
you learn a
say it
lot.
one
You
more
learn a
time.
lot of just
Joel's starting to get into me, dude. He starts to get under my shit. He starts fucking.
No. It's true though. Perfect the small, but perfect the small budget.
Perfect the small budget.
You can't even say
Perfect
it either.
the small budget.
You
See
said it
what's
more
important.
times than me now.
That was the joke.
See what's important.
So
So
you
once
guys
we started
announced.
getting,
I'm gonna
once
keep
we
drinking.
started realizing,
Good.
you know, getting more into the visual identity of the band. That's
Mhm.
kind of where we started seeing an increase. Like, I guess after like our 10-year Somatic Defilement tour, like people were like really like that nostalgic, you know, old school shit. So we made merch based on that, and then with the Valley, that's when it started getting better because like we had actually a story. Like Phil had told this story through the album, and then we had the album art with the eye and the valley is very striking
Totally.
imagery.
Mhm.
So it kind of creates a world in itself, and it was very, you know, fun to, you know, make, you know, visuals to all those songs and everything. We trying to learn from that and continued it on with Ken. But yeah, the visual element of a band is something we've come to lean more into now. Whereas before we were more like grinding.
Yeah.
You're just grinding. We'll just do tour after tour. Just do that. But now we're more, I guess, strategic about how we.
Was the Valley more short
present
stories?
ourselves.
Was the Valley more short
Yeah.
stories, and then the
Yeah.
Ken
Each
is like
song.
a long story, right?
Yeah, Ken is a beginning to end because
Okay.
we wrote the music, and then we sequenced the album how we wanted to hear it musically,
Mhm.
and then Phil wrote the lyrics from beginning to end.
That's strange because we're basically in the same boat right now with Odious, right?
Are you writing a full story?
It's definitely a conceptual.
Okay.
Why don't you jump in the chat, bro? Why don't you listen for a little bit and fucking read some
Are we
shit?
fighting? Are we fighting?
I'm gonna fight you right now, dude. Why don't you be present, dude, and you'll understand.
Ew, Jesus.
Hey, how's your rib injury, Joel? I just wanted to check in.
Oh yeah,
How
so
you-
I broke
how
a
you
rib.
feeling?
I have a broken rib right now. So,
Yeah.
Dude, so how's your breathing right now?
it hurts a lot. Alcohol is actually good. So they wanted to give me Vicodin and Norco. I was like, those are bad. I'm not gonna do that. So
Are you a side sleeper? Do you roll over on
Yeah.
it in the night
Yeah,
and it wakes
it's
you up?
tough. I learned how to sleep on my back. That's cool. I'm
It's
now
actually
can
the
sleep on my
best
back.
place you should be, dude. You should be.
Yeah, I
sleeping.
snore on my back. Ben, are you a side sleeper or a fucking back sleeper or front sleeper?
God, you know, I've gotten more into sleeping on my back.
That's an old man move. I think it's like like when you're getting in adulthood. If you can sleep on your back, that's when things fucking.
But you know,
Casey can't sleep on his back. He's shaking his head now.
I always go to the side.
I feel
Yeah,
I
side
fall
is easy.
asleep,
But I want
asleep.
to sleep. I want to be a back sleeper. I want to.
Me too. I've
I
envisioned
fall
being a
asleep.
back
I
sleeper.
feel like that's the best. That's the best way to sleep.
That's like the
I-
old school dude, like that dude, like an old school man. Like you want to sleep on your
Yeah.
back, like a man. You
I
know?
fall asleep. I force myself to fall asleep on my back, but I wake up on my stomach, dude.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
You're like
Yeah.
next all crick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like if you
Cool,
sleep
dude.
on your stomach for too long, you're just gonna the gut just kind of.
I got a gut right now too, dude. I'm gonna be losing some weight very soon.
I have a sleep paralysis, so I freak out about I've woken up multiple times in my life from asleep and I'm paralyzed and my fucking
And a demon's
pillow.
Dude,
raping me.
no, my face is in the pillow though. I can't breathe.
Oh
So
no, that's
I'm like
scary.
freaking out, I'm like, oh, this is the way I die. This is gonna be where my friends have to do a funeral for
I'm gonna tell you a
Philip.
fucking story right now about my brother right now in Vegas, dude. So we both chew
Vegas.
Nicorette gum, dude. And we chew Nicorette gum. I was chewing it right now. Boom. He chews it too because we grew up chewing in baseball, and we got over the chew.
I get
through
to the story.
Fuck you, dude. And
I don't know the backstory.
so we're in Vegas, and he falls asleep on his stomach with gum in his mouth like this. It ends up in his armpit, dude. His gum stretched through his armpit, and he had to shave his armpit hairs off on one side.
Oh my
And
god.
I'm like, dude, do you shave the other side or you let it go? I say just leave the one side. What do you think?
Be unique, dude. You know, have one like fretless.
Double neck bass.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Double neck.
Call back.
Stop me from talking because Joel doesn't like me talking anymore.
No, I love it. I'm getting as drunk as you. I'm just more drunk than you. But
No, I think I'm more drunk than you.
But so Ben, are you going on? I mean, is there any plans? I mean, obviously, like the pandemic and shit like that, you had to hold on to an album. I don't know if that was publicly spoken, but you had to hold on to an album, release it like when things started opening up again. So I feel like you got some big plans coming. I mean, right now might be a bad time to ask.
Well, yeah, we got that Cannibal Corpse tour in
Oh, I'm gonna be there
in a month.
in Berkeley.
You know,
anyway,
we'll see if you know Omicron doesn't.
California is pretty brutal too. Like
Omicron sounds like a sick black metal band.
It is for sure.
Yeah, it does. Really.
I was gonna go to High on Fire on New Year's Eve. High on Fire and like some bands and stuff on New Year's Eve, and it got canceled the day before. And I was like, so that's what's fucked up about like traveling bands, like bands that are traveling. Things are like they're like, well, it's bad now, and they're like, well, shit, dude, we're already like we've been traveling like the whole time. Like
it's like touch and go like a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, we just bought all this merch. We got all this merch.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's like, are you guys gonna turn into a Whitechapel store now, or what's gonna go on? Like, you know, but
yeah,
it's scary right now. Yeah, I feel like every show is gonna pretty much. I feel like it's done. I feel like even though the numbers are high, the deaths are at record low. I don't want to get in like political, but I just looked at the stats today, and it was like
I want to get political, but here's science.
I know. I looked at science. I know science isn't political, right? I looked at two graphs.
Absolutely not.
So I looked at two graphs, and it's the highest like today it's ever been with people getting COVID. This today is the highest.
Yeah,
and of the whole thing. And then I looked at deaths, and it was the like second to lowest. So I was like, should we just, you know, I don't know. I don't feel like they're gonna shut it down because of that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if people are like actually dying, then maybe then you have to shut it down.
To just add to your thing, dude, if you were a virus, okay, and you want to continue for the longest time you can possibly continue, you wouldn't want to kill.
That's why I don't smoke weed anymore, dude.
You wouldn't want to kill your host, dude. No, we're gonna keep everybody alive, and we're just keep. So the virus knows, dude. It's already caught up. Dude.
Wow. Yeah. He wants to keep everyone alive so they could live.
Exactly, dude. And it really is like that, dude. Like, well, the human race. If we were a virus, would we want to be batted down by a vaccine? No, we would want to keep going, dude. And that's
you want to get around it and just be like,
yeah. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
And that's the thing. Is like, let's make it mellow, dude. It's becoming the fucking Casey's here. He's probably gonna edit this shit out. It's just like the flu now, guys. It really is.
We're going down that.
No, I'm not being that guy. I'm just saying like we're gonna keep hearing
side by side. You're right.
Flu, COVID, cold.
You've been watching the new South Park.
That's gonna be the.
South
no, I need to watch that new South. They have like multiple movies on COVID, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be. It's gonna. Flu was here before I was born. Flu was here before I was born. It's gonna be like that, guys. I'm not saying. You don't think it's going to be that? You think it's going to be?
I know we already changed subjects.
Oh, can I get back to that Cannibal Corpse tour? I didn't remember you guys were on that tour. I'm already planning on seeing that in Santa Ana. Now I'm like extremely psyched because I look back at the lineup and I'm like,
Joel.
That's like 4 bands I'm stoked to see. I thought it was going to be 3 bands, and I'm like, oh shit,
yeah,
Whitechapel's sick too. I forgot. So that's 4 bands. I'm way stoked on.
You know, we're gonna come out there swinging. We'll play some heavier shit.
Any announcement on a drummer for that tour, or is that under? Yeah,
we're playing. We're bringing this guy Brandon Zaki out.
Nice.
Plays in this band Enterprise Earth right now, and we're taking him out. He sent some guys sent some videos, and we liked his style. We liked how he played, so
That's cool.
They come out. Our drum position's like fluid, right now.
Yeah.
As you
have to find.
We lost Rudinger, and
yeah.
No,
I think everyone's lost Rudinger though.
Yeah,
but he's fucking amazing. He's literally he's probably the best metal drummer. Can we just be real?
Drummer. Yeah,
right?
He's
very cool.
I like watching his videos and I'm like, gee, like that. I don't know. He's so solid in everything he hits. It's like scientific, like everything.
It is, and he's just so powerful.
Totally.
Yeah. He's one of a kind.
And Revocation, awesome live, and then Shadow of Intent. That's pretty big break for that band to get on this tour. And I felt like they've been like the up and coming band for a couple years now, so I'm really excited to see them live for the first time.
Totally, fun, man.
Yeah, should be a good chore. Good shore.
Good shore. The sober guy is fucking slurring now.
I wanted to say good show, and then I said,
dude, I can totally talk very non-drunk right now. Don't Jesus me while I'm talking.
You were interrupting a conversation while you're saying
because I was going off of Joel.
What's up, Ben?
What's up, Ben?
Joseph, how do you know Joel?
I was friends. Yeah, I was an old Decrepit Birth Odious Mortem fan, and then I met Casey, and then I knew Casey for like 10 years, hung out on and off, and then he invited me to do the podcast, and I'm like, oh my god, like all these other musicians like Joel and Anthony that I've been a fan of. So Joseph's in Discord.
He's Discord.
But I play in drums.
He's being humble. He plays drums in the current Disgorge lineup.
And like 20 other crazy bands.
Hell
It's fucking insane. Yeah.
So how this thing happened, dude? Ben, how this?
I try.
Come on, I mean,
can I groove? I know a band that might. Endless
he can Joseph groove.
Let Joseph groove.
Yeah.
I groove.
That'd be sick, dude. Let's talk.
Yeah, get us a video of Saws of Law.
Okay.
The reason how this happened, dude, Joseph is actually being a little modest too, because you had the idea of this, right? You and Casey had the idea of this.
True.
Yep.
And I was like the pilot episode.
That's true as well.
Yep. So yeah. All right. I'm gonna shut up now. You guys fucking all are looking at me.
Part of me inventing the plan is also I get to decide when the episodes are over and it's time to post pod. As you know, this is every time I say, hey, let's wrap this up so we can hang out.
We get drunk, dude.
What time is it?
That's the other thing. I'm sober as fuck.
Oh God, that must be a nightmare.
I just pulled off 4 weeks sober.
What?
No. Bangladesh, you didn't drink anything?
I can do it too.
I drank twice. I drank Christmas Eve and I drank New Year's Eve, but I only had like couple drinks each night, so 4 weeks completely sober.
But that was
I decided
in
to like
Bangladesh?
keep it going a little
Bangladesh?
bit when I'm here. So
you were
I was in Bangladesh. Yeah,
during Christmas too.
Yeah.
So what do they drink over there? What's
nothing? It's a Muslim country. I mean, people.
I know. So what did you get a hold of?
Oh, there was some whiskey and some rum. It's just bottles of hard alcohol.
Liquor. It's not liquor, no beer or anything like that.
There was some people said there were beer, that there are bars now, but I didn't see any. I didn't go to any. So I only got secondhand, like, what do you guys drink? And they said, yeah, we can drink beer too, but I didn't see any. So, but yeah, dude, there's, they go crazy for metal out there too.
That's awesome.
There's like a Dhaka Metal Fest next month. I was like, damn, if only I'd come in February, I would have headlined that shit. Tried to bring a band out.
Is it all local shit, or there's a band called names?
There's a band called Severe Dementia from Bangladesh. They're actually signed to Transcending Obscurity Records, which is what Lost of Lucy are signed to.
Oh wow!
Nice. I think they're the biggest Bangladeshi death metal band. There's a bunch of other bands.
Have you played out there? Have you played India or anything like that?
No. We played
Asia tour.
We did an Asia tour. We played Indonesia.
Oh hell yeah! They love it out there. Yeah.
Singapore, Hong Kong.
What's the
China.
most place you've been shocked by their culture while you've been there on tour?
Like California, probably.
He's like Fresno.
mean, probably Indonesia. I mean, it's
Yeah.
wild out there.
Yeah.
Got wild, wild dogs running around. Shanty towns.
How was the food?
Houses made from.
How was the buyout in Indonesia, dude?
It was catered. It was catered.
Oh, okay, nice.
Catered.
That's definitely the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Just here's $10. Go.
Well, yeah, dude, they wanted you out there.
Go find something. Yeah. Yeah. But it was wild. It was just severe poverty.
Yeah.
But
their love for metal, dude.
Yeah, we played like this like stadium, and like everyone oh god, it was huge. I think Megadeth headlined, and it was like
damn
gigantic.
So I actually got to give a shout out to Naveen and Cheney. They moved to Knoxville, right?
Nashville.
That's the same. Ville, whatever. Johnsonville, Nashville, Knoxville.
How far is Knoxville and Nashville away from each other?
2 hours and.
So it's not the same at all, Joel.
2 hours and 45 minutes.
I don't know geography. Yeah.
Knoxville is East Tennessee.
Okay.
Nashville is Middle Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
And Tennessee is like a big just rectangle.
Well, you can get to them a lot faster than we can now.
Yeah, they live 10-15 minutes from me.
Oh, they do,
dude. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for them to get settled in, because they moved.
Yeah.
A couple of. I'm just wait till them get settled in. I'll hit them up. Be like, what's up?
They already did a podcast last night or the night before, and they released it, and they're like, dude, fucking Tennessee is like already so much sicker than California. Like fuck, like that was basically like a full like fuck California. They're like, dude, everyone's nice to us when we get like everything's like half the price, and like they were like, I listened to it and I was sitting there going like, I want you guys to move back. Fuck you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I was like getting mad.
Well, it's the weather's been wild here. Like the other day it was like 78 degrees, and then now it's like 7 inches of snow.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and there's been tornado warnings around.
Oh yeah, they had that.
Like there's a lot more tornado warnings.
Moved. People were like, "Oh, dude, are you okay?" And they're like, "We haven't even moved yet." It's shit.
Yeah. And Nashville's like, and Kentucky and North Alabama has become it's like tornado alley now. It's crazy.
This guy's shifting.
It's like shifting. Yeah, the globe is.
I wonder why it is like that position on the planet. Like, do you guys get that crazy of a thing in California? I'm like, oh, dude,
we'll be there too. It'll like in like a few thousand years, like Tornado Alley will just be like.
Well, I'm gonna
California.
die way before that.
Well, you got waves. You got tsunami waves to eventually worry about.
Never had a tsunami wave. I spent all the money to do the warnings.
That was always so funny about like the difference between the South and California. Like we'd get in these conversations, they'd be like, "Well, I could never fucking deal with an earthquake." And I was like, "Dude, I have nightmares about tornadoes. I've never even seen one. Like they're the scariest thing I've ever seen in my nightmares."
Tornadoes are
No, totally.
Keep you on your toes. It makes you appreciate every day.
The lightning in New Mexico was like one of the most realest things ever, dude, because it like came down right next to us, dude.
No, you have to also too. The cool thing about tornadoes is like you have to build like a man cave. Like you have to build like an underground. If you're like in the alley, you have to go underground and like build a actual place for you guys to survive. Yeah. A bunker.
I need to do that.
Yes, make it make it a jam spot too. Like everything's safe. Spot. Everything's safe down there. Like all your equipment's safe. And
you buy like sealed versions of all the albums that you love.
Oh, dude! Here's a pro tip, by the way. Everyone getting their trailer stolen. All their gear stolen. Put these everywhere. Just they're only. It's the new Apple Air.
Oh yeah.
Air air tag.
You want to find where it is, dude, and then the grid goes down. How are you gonna find it, dude?
It tells you where it last was. So like,
Well, yeah. When you don't have a computer that works.
well, no, just for thieves on tour. I'm talking about for bands.
No, dude, we're fucking Mad Maxing this shit right now, dude.
No, but like, bands that get like their shit stolen, their whole
Yeah.
trailer stolen and stuff. Like, if you can hide a few of these they're $30 a piece. $30.
Put one of them in like in the back porthole of one of your most expensive guitar or something.
Exactly.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
totally. I already
Just
ordered 4 more.
save
I'm
that.
getting like they're
No.
like super like
Yeah.
in my house. They like tell me where my keys are in my house.
In
Like, they're
reality,
super-
when I've seen plenty of those on keychains of customers that come into the shop, and I'm like, oh, I need to do this now because
Yeah.
of things that I just want to keep track of.
Well, that's up for I bought them for birthday presents and stuff coming up, and like I'm just like
they're pretty affordable, right?
They're $30.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 30.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like,
$35.
hide it, like what Ben was saying, hide it in your fucking port of your guitar, because people are like, my guitar got stolen at the show. Like, if it's a guitar that you care about, put a $30 investment into hiding something into the fucking.
Yeah.
They're not gonna open the electronics to change they're like, I want active pickups now, dude. I'm gonna fucking open these things, and like they're not gonna do that. Like, it's put it like in everything that you can think of be stolen and just track it down. Like, it's now a thing now.
Should be in like a guitar, because even if they leave the trailer but they steal the instruments, I mean, they'll pick up a guitar.
Totally.
They're not picking up a road case or a cat.
Put it in all of my right sandal, like because I put the left on and I'm like, where the fuck's the right sandal, dude? Here it is, dude.
I don't know that. Or a $3,000 or $4,000 guitar. Probably one of those.
Nah, dude, I just need my flip flops, dude.
Got some
I gotta
Yeezus
have
sandals.
flip flops.
Got those new 2022 Yeezus sandals.
Yeah,
I got
dude.
some.
My Air Jordan fucking
Air
Sandals,
Jordan, yeah, it's classics.
No, but that's my my pro tip, which I hope no thieves are listening, is hide those things everywhere. Because
Okay,
I've
that's
actually
the first time I've heard of it. So yeah,
I randomly watched a video of this. Like, I went like, I guess, viral, of this dude like that was getting shit stolen from his like farm or whatever, and then he decided to set up a trap, and he set up like all these stealable things and put them in vision of where that road was going by his house, and dude just came, stole it, and they just fucking went right to his house. He had all of his shit. Like, it's like, it's a very smart thing for $30. It's really
see
smart
the
thing.
dude who made
Yeah.
the crazy explosion trap that would happen if you stole his packages.
Oh yeah, like the
Yeah.
litter and stuff
It
like
would
that, and the fart spray.
and the fart spray and the
Yeah,
yeah. So
Yeah.
awesome, dude. I love
Totally.
it. That's totally not Whitechapel shit though. So
So, anyways,
Where
we're
do we go
gonna
from
see you
here,
at Campbell
guys?
Corpse. We're gonna see you Cannibal Corpse. So you're fucking coming to Berkeley. I'm gonna see you there. We'll have to get
Oh,
drunk
yeah,
together.
the
or something.
OC.
Hug each other.
OC
Yeah.
theater.
yeah, it was super cool for Joel to invite me, dude. I invited him to the show at the end of this
Oh, no,
month, and
It's in March, right? March.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dude,
Anthony,
March
come
is
see
fucked.
it with me down in.
I'll go with
OC.
Joseph, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We'll
go
see
with
it together.
Joseph.
Yeah, I don't want to see it with Anthony.
You can see
I
it back to
don't
back. OCLA. 2 nights in a
Anyways.
row.
Thank you, Ben,
I'm
for
gonna
coming.
be
on.
there. I'm gonna be there, dude. I want to be there because it sounds amazing. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
It'll be
Ben, I love you, buddy. Thank you for
I
coming
love
on,
you,
man.
Joe.
I really appreciate. Like, you've always been the nicest. Like I said, in metal, like, you've hit me up and like, I'm in town. I'm like, oh shit, and they're playing a show, and you're like the guy that like has been the coolest guy out of all the bands that I've hung out with, that it like constantly reaches out like, hey, what's going on?
Wow.
Fucking let's hang out, blah blah. And
Yeah.
it's always been very
Thanks,
impressive, because you guys have been like getting bigger and bigger and bigger, but you've always kept like your same. You've always been the same. Like, that's something that I've always like brag about with you guys. It's like how you guys have started from the small beginnings, and you guys are huge now, but you've been the same the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, I appreciate you, man, and I feel like we're kind of kindred
Yeah.
brothers in a way, and kind of
Kindred.
connect. Kindred, yes.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha! It's
Mic
all
drop.
self promotion. Ha ha.
Let's start the old. We used to call each other. We used to call each other all the time. Let's call each other and have those,
Yeah,
those
let's call
conversations.
each other. Yeah, I always, dude. I love your memes.
Oh, dude, my memes are just straight stolen,
dude,
dog.
I know, but
That's what I was
Yeah.
about to say.
Yeah.
you hit up these. You got quality. You got good taste.
Yeah, you too, man.
Memes you steal.
I love you, man. Yeah. We got I'm a fucking barrel forged fucking forgerist.
You are a barrel forged motherfucker.
But no, I appreciate you coming on, man, and fucking we'll hang out very soon. And let's do this in person again.
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus Christ. It's been
Bless,
10 years. No, I've seen
I
you
want to
second
be
now.
there too. So hopefully you guys come to the Bay Area. So me and Joel and Joseph, Casey, fly up for that shit. We'll all show up. Cali Death fucking crew. Fucking
Yeah.
We're a crew now,
here,
dude. We're in hardcore crew. We're gonna
Nice.
fight other crews.
Yeah.
Like any crews that step up, we're gonna hardcore down.
What are we gonna
Actually,
fight
real
them
quick,
with, dude?
real quick before we end this podcast, there was a story that I told. It was about like we were in New York playing with Suffocation. It was Whitechapel Suffocation, and you guys were like, I don't know if we can go on.
Oh, dude, this is
'Cause
the
there was this,
story.
like,
Yeah.
There was some like crew or something that like wants to like shoot us or something. Like made a threat or something.
Wait, who against us?
We were so you guys, Long Island. We were with Suffocation and stuff, and there was some.
What?
We were in the like the. Remember this? It's a venue that has like a bus that you sit on as you're backstage, and we were all back there, and you guys like got some like fucking social media thing, and there was like I don't know, they're gonna like shoot at us, is what they said, and then you guys were like, I don't know if we should go on. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I was like. I mean, I only have so much body. I can't like jump in front of everything.
Yo, man, the show's got to go on.
Yeah.
You're gonna make your guarantee or what?
Do you have any?
What it comes down to, dude. Is
No, you guys literally were.
Dude, did you deserve that? Did you earn that Little Caesars fucking catering?
It's totally true, dude.
No, seriously.
Gotta
I remember
earn it.
that you guys were like literally worried in the back. I remember like having to calm you guys down, not calm you guys down, but just like be worried with you.
Oh my god. Well, thank you for taking your worry out with your Reiki.
No, I just fucking, I got it out. You guys went on stage, only got shot a couple times. You guys were good.
Oh,
But
good.
no,
We didn't
I love
get
you, Ben.
shot.
Thank you for coming on, man. And
Yeah,
man.
Love you, Joel.
let's
Nice meeting you, man.
Thanks.
Hey,
Let's
good
do this.
to see you,
Let's do this outro
KC.
by Anthony right now.
Nice to
Yeah.
meet you, Joseph. Nice to meet you,
too, buddy.
Anthony.
Totally, dude. And let's outro real quick. We'll have a
Buddy.
quick pre-pod section. But thanks
Well,
to all the subscribers.
We'll have a quick pre-pod.
Yeah, quick Peapod from
Did
Barrel
I say
Forest.
pre-pod?
Yes, you did.
Fuck. Post-pod.
That's all. We're gonna have a barrel pod.
Yeah. No
section at the end.
barrel pods. We're having a battle forged coffee fueled fucking post-pod, guys.
Can't
I'm
even
gonna go
grab the
make some.
bag.
Dude, it's right here, dude. It's in my hand, dude.
Is it
Battle forged.
barrel forged coffee?
No, it's not, guys. Let's do it right. They told me
Super
that
fresh.
they
strong.
noticed that I fucked up. So let's do this again, dude.
All right. Let's leave the floor to Anthony. Take it away,
Okay.
sir.
Okay,
All
go.
right. So
Go.
really,
Dude.
just these guys
Casey, please.
are fucking homies, dude. Battle Forge Coffee. Go buy that shit, dude. Buy that coffee. Go drink it. Love it. I love you guys, and I love the resident homies. Thank you so much, Ben, for being with us and giving us your time. I mean, you're on the East Coast right now, right? Basically,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, Central,
Thank you so
Central
much for
Standard.
giving me your time, dude. I mean, it is. I'm just honored and humbled that you would give us all that time. So thank you so much, Ben.
Oh,
and-
dude, of
and-
course, man. I love Cali. Love Cali Death. I've been a fan of, just all your bands for, years. God damn.
Thank you so much, dude.
Going on 15
And
years now. So it's like, it's an honor. It's a pleasure to be on here. So
I'm super fucking
Love you,
pumped
buddy.
to hear that, dude. And yeah, that's exactly why you're here with us, dude. We homie shit. All right.
Yeah,
I love you
right.
guys. Have a great weekend, and we will back one beep 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 ba 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 beep boop 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 boop. We will be back once again next week. Have a fucking great time. Until then, rock on.